Sorry, guys, for the late start. How is it going? Good morning, good afternoon to everyone here. We've got some, of course, Pirates baseball for you today as the Cubs take on the Pirates. The Cubs pretty much one win away, and they clinched the playoffs. I know it's pretty much a far gone conclusion at this point. I mean, considering looking at the wild card, they are +9 above the last team. But again, just one more win or a Mets loss, and the Cubs are in. Pirates trying to make pretty sure just make sure that doesn't happen here at PNC. So we'll see what happens today. The Pirates have looked pretty much pathetic over the first two games of the series. Yesterday, the Pirates lose 4-1. We covered the Monday game 4-0. It was just pathetic. Hammer, thank you for stopping on in. Steelers fan, thank you for being the second guy here. And Draven apparently needs my help. Steelers fan, let's play spoiler. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think they've pretty much gotten into the playoffs. But again, the Pirates pretty much just trying to make sure that the Cubs don't celebrate here, that they'll have to celebrate on the plane ride home or wherever they go to tomorrow. Actually, I don't even think the Cubs will play tomorrow. They do not. But, again, the Mets, they just have to lose once. Looks like the Cubs are traveling to Cincinnati this weekend. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Not really much else to report. The Pirates are bad. Rafael DeFlores' debut, you guys. Yeah, no, I know you've been a fan of him. We'll, of course, go over the lineups real quickly. The Pirates sending out Johan Oviedo. And, again, he hadn't really pitched much. Last year he was injured. He got injured at the end of 2023, and he came back. First start was a little shaky, but honestly, this guy has been very good. As you can see, his stats on the screen there, 2-0 with a 2.81 ERA, a whip of a 1.17. So Johan Oviedo has been really good, but that's not really the problem with the Pirates. The problem is the fact that the Pirates cannot hit. They can't hit. George, how's it going? Good afternoon. Appreciate you for stopping on in. Hopefully it's a good game, but yeah, we'll see. Pirates starting lineup is Triolo. He's at short. Gonzalez at second. Pham at left. McCutchen is DHing. Bart is catching. Canario in center. York is in right. Flores is at first base. And Devaney, he's at third. So a rare day off for Brian Reynolds, who's usually an everyday guy. Starting pitcher for the Cubs, it's going to be Matthew Boyd. 13-8 on the year. 3.05 ERA. Whip of a 1.07. So Matthew Boyd, really solid. Though, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen today, but the Pirates usually do pretty decent against lefties. Starting lineup for the Cubs, going to be Bush at first, Horner at second, Happ is in left, Ballesteros is in as DHing, Suzuki is in right, Kerr Armstrong is in center, Swanson at short, McGuire is catching, and Shaw is at third. Those are your starting lineups. Those are your starting pitchers. As I think they're still not on the field, so maybe a little bit early, but it is what it is. Rafael Flores, rookie of the year. Yeah, we'll see next year. George is happy. How do you feel about Nico Horner? Nico is a pretty solid contact hitter. If he were playing, I'd say 20 years ago, Tone, he would probably have about a 350 batting average, but unfortunately, it's the year 2025 and pitching rules. So unfortunately, no. Hopefully the Pirates get walked a lot then if they're not hitting. Well, Elmath, appreciate you stopping up. I believe, if I remember correctly, you are you're a Reds fan. Yeah, I was thinking about it last night. We're going to try to get some games featuring other teams that I've covered frequently on the channel for baseball, going forward since it's the last week and a half. So it will mean less Pirates games, but, the Pirates have really disappointed me the last few times I've covered them, and it's a snooze fest, and, yeah, I'm just kind of tired of that. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and we're not going to say goodbye to the Pirates, plan on covering them at least one more time, and I believe they do play the Reds next week, so that might be the game. Oh, you're Brewers. Okay, well then, never mind then. But, I mean, I'm still going to probably cover the Reds because we do have some Reds subscribers. But, yes, I'll be back. You have to forget the Reds are a team. Oh, my gosh. Well, dang. Sorry, all my Red subscribers. I don't know if you guys are here, but yeah, I'll be covering the Brewers tonight. Covered them last night. Brewers look really good. Again, they clinched the playoffs, but they don't look like they're slowing down at all. So I'll be back tonight Emma, if you have the time to listen in to the Brewers Angels. But again, Johan Oviedo on the mound. The throwdown is there, and the Cubbies are coming to the plate in the form of Michael Busch. Busch is batting .259, OPS of .835, 29 homers and 80 RBIs for the series so far. 4 for 9 with 2 home runs and a walk. He has dominated the Pirates. By the way, Draven, I have no idea what help you need. You just said Busch, and that was it. That was it. As Oviedo kicks and deals, and we are underway in Pittsburgh, as that is a called strike 95 on the upper part of the zone. How you doing today? I'm doing good today. Let's go Bucks. I'm doing all right. I actually have a little story on why I'm not doing okay, but it's a minor thing. Here's the 0-1, and that is in there for a called strike. I was showering this morning, and for some reason, I decided to open my eyes whenever soap was on my face. And yeah, my left eye is red and it hurts. But you know what? We're going to persevere because I've had way worse happen to me IRL. 0-2 count. Oviedo rocks and fires. And that is way upstairs for ball 1. Flores over Devers. That's hilarious. I got it. We good. There we go. There we go, Draven. That's good to hear. 1-2 count to Michael Busch as Oviedo kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right. Oh, wait, no, never mind. No, it was a foul tip. Okay. It was a foul ball. That was a foul ball. Pardon me. I was fooled with the camera work. It's a 1-2 count. Dang, already 4 pitches in. We're messing up here. Oviedo sets on the 1-2, kicks and deals. That is high for ball 2. So 2-2 count to Michael Busch. He just submits aura. Okay, I don't know about that. 2-2 count. Oviedo rocks and fires. Just inside. Ball 3. Very good plate vision by Busch. That was sweeping curve there from one side to the other. 3-2 count. Oviedo delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. That actually landed in the Cubs dugout. No one seems to be injured. Have you seen the movie Sudden Death? No idea what that is. And it probably doesn't sound like a movie I'd watch. 39 subs, 900. Awesome. Appreciate you guys. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. I'll get into more about promoting the channel and all that during the breaks. That's usually how I do it. Unless I get desperate, then you'll see it during the at-bats. And that's never a good sign, folks. 3-2 count. Oviedo delivers. And that is upstairs for ball 4. A 9-pitch at-bat for Busch. That was a great at-bat. And Busch will head on to first base. That'll bring up Nico Horner, batting .301, OPS of .752, 6 homers, 59 RBIs. Had a tone here, ask about him. For the series, he's 4 for 9 with a walk. 11-game hitting streak for Nico. Here's the pitch. Almost took his head off. Bart going to jog to the ball. Luckily, it bounces back to him. So Busch is on at second. Nick Johnson, big Cubs guy. That's right. Hey, Nick, how's it going? It's been a while. Thumbs up. Hey, bud, appreciate you, as always. It's a Claude Van Damme guy. That guy, the fighter dude from the 80s. Yeah, okay. 1-0 count. Oviedo looks back at second, kicks and deals. That is outside. And it's 2-0. Oviedo, I was praising him earlier. And, of course, again, he's been really good. One start doesn't always tell the whole story with him because, again, he's had 5 really good starts. His last 5 starts have been great. But so far, struggling to find the zone. 2-0 count. Rocks and fires. Well, that's in there for a called strike. Heiserman says, let's go, Nico. Robert Redford. Yeah, I'm not familiar with him, but he was pretty old, so yeah, rest in peace there, Robert Redford. Must remind you guys that I'm not young, but I'm also not old. You know, I was born in '96, so I won't really know anybody prior to that as far as celebrity status and all that stuff. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Canario's going to throw it in. Bush is going to have to stay at third, but it looks like Nico extends the hitting streak, and there are runners on the corners for the Cubbies. Love your channel. You do it exceptionally. Thank you. Thank you, Captain. Appreciate you. I try my best. It's going to bring up the Pittsburgher Ian Happ, who's batting .241, OPS of .764, 22 homers, 70 RBIs. For the series, he's 1 for 6 with 2 walks. So he's had a pretty... Did I say that right? Yeah, 1 for 6 with 2 walks. So not too shabby. So Oviedo sets and deals. Checked his swing. That is upstairs for ball 1. Cubs win today? Probably. DD there. Yeah, probably. Security at a Penguins game. Oh, okay. That sounds about right. That sounds like an 80s movie right there. 80s, 90s. 1-0 count. Oviedo sets. Rocks. Oh. Is that a balk? That's a balk. Well, Oviedo balks, and, well, that's going to move the runners up, and the Cubs already up 1-0. He started his windup, then he kind of tripped. Just looking at the replay here. Yeah, no, that's a clear and obvious balk. I mean, geez, Oh, someone said timeout. Someone said timeout. That's why he stopped. That's crazy. No one heard it, though, apparently, as that's going to be inside. Oh, so the Cubs taking an early lead, 1-0, 2-0 count to Happ. Yeah, no, that I heard the audio. Someone did yell timeout, and that's why he stopped. That is pretty crazy. 2-0 count. Oviedo sets and deals. That's going to be hit to right. Back, and it is gone. A 2-run shot by Ian Happ. And the Cubs are up a field goal on the Pirates. It's already 3-0. Here in Pittsburgh with still nobody out. I feel like I should give you my sympathies for Cameron Bryce. I'm not Cameron Bryce. Is that the Disney actor? Honey, you're born in '96. No, Astros. A1 Dog likes it. He likes it. Pirates of Poverty. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, that's true. But, you know, again, I don't know. I don't know if it says a lot about you guys picking on a team that stinks like this every year. I mean, I'm just saying. But, yeah, I won't fight back because, I mean, I'm aware. I mean, the owner doesn't spend 3 batters. It's already over. Isn't life so fun, Doctor? Yeah. I mean, you're kind of seeing why, you know, I may have glossed over this game yesterday. Originally planned on doing Pirates-Cubs game 2, but I'm like, you know what? I just have a bad feeling about it. So I went ahead and did Brewers. But we're doing them today, and so far so good. As this is hit to right. And, oh, my goodness, didn't even get to pronounce his name. Moises Ballesteros with his second home run of the season. And the Cubbies are up 4-0, and they're looking to celebrate here in PNC because the bats for the Pirates are going to have to come alive. Disney, yeah, that was very sad. Well, 4-0, the Cubbies over the Pirates. That'll bring up Seiya Suzuki. He's batting .244, OPS of .785, 27 homers, 91 RBIs for the series. Well, he hasn't played yet. This is his the series debut. Let me at him. I ain't scared. All right, Draven. Just be careful. Here's the pitch. That is going to be outside for ball 1. Emma boos it. Let me hit for the Bucks. Yeah, you wouldn't do any worse. You'll be about the same. 1-0 count. Again, we have yet to record an out. Here's the pitch. That is inside, and it hit him. Oh, my goodness. Oviedo Not a start to remember. It's not over. It's the first inning. Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but I would say it's over. Age, if you've ever watched or heard of a Pirates game, it's probably over. Won my bet over half inning with the Cubs. Nice. You're good stuff, Bruce. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Pitchers here currently, yeah, it's infinite. 1-1-1 count to PCA. Oviedo sets, kicks, and deals. That is outside for ball one. It's batting .248, OPS of 775, 29 homers, 90 RBIs. For the series, he's 3 for 8 with a home run, 3 RBIs. One and one count. Oviedo sets, rocks, and fires. That's a big swing and a miss as he was trying to join the home run party. 1-2. Sell the team. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad, folks. This has been the Pirates all year. It's been the Pirates all year. 1-2 count. PCA steps back into the plate. Oviedo sets. Kicks and deals. And that's going to be hit to right. But that is caught by York for the first out of the game. For out number one. Dansby Swanson coming to the plate. It's batting .250, OPS of 726, 22 homers, and 75 RBIs. For the series, he's 4 for 8 with an RBI and a walk. Maybe if we combine all our money, we could buy the Bucks. Yeah, I don't know about that. I am definitely not rich, as that's going to be hit to center, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Canario's going to throw it in. Suzuki's at third. He was hustling. The Cubs are looking to clinch today, folks. Again, I know they're pretty much in the playoffs, but they just need one more win or a Mets loss, and it looks like they want the win here at PNC. Reese McGuire coming to the plate. It's batting .217, OPS of 663, 8 homers, 22 RBIs. Has yet to play this series. As a Pirates fan myself, I'm not all surprised. Cubs still have something to play for. Meanwhile, Pirates season was over 2 months ago for sure. Completely agree. Oviedo sets. Kicks and deals. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. Doctor, it's over, yeah. You're throwing $1.50. That's about all I can offer, Emma. Still got the pens as of now, yeah, right? Still got the pens. 0-1 count. Oviedo sets. And a pickoff attempt. But he's back safe and sound. Yep, 4-0. Voodoo Burger, I'm all ears coffee. I will gladly accept. Thank you. Thank you. That means I'm not cooking then. 0-1 count. Oviedo sets. Rocks and fires. Grounder to second. There's 1 and 2. A double play. Look at that. A double play. How good are the Pirates? They're just down 4-0 at the end of the top half of the first inning. 4-0. Unbelievable. Yep, Pence will win the cup. Spelled star. No, Hammer. Folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. It's going to be a blowout today, so I might as well. I'm going to keep the poll up just in case. You never know, but for now, we'll keep that up. We'll probably put up something else later. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Been doing this since opening day, and it's been a pretty successful 6 months as opening day. Started at 30 subscribers, and here I am. I believe I cracked 860 today. So again, appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. This is what I do. I call games. This is mostly for the Pirates, but I do bounce around. I can show you if you like, if you're able to look at your screen. Those of you that are just listening, you'll just have to take my word for it. But again, I do bounce around. It is a lot of Pirates. But there you go. Diamondbacks Giants. I mean, last night I did Angels and Brewers, for example. I'll do again, it's not every day I bounce around, but I do bounce around. Of course, I'll be covering the playoffs. So again, if you Cubs fans are looking for a voice for the playoffs, I will be there. The question is, will you sub to the channel and give me a chance to call the game for you? That's really the question. Sterling's got the Cubs. O'Neill Cruz pitching by the fourth, probably. You need under 7.5. That is not good luck right now. That is trending in the wrong direction, Sterling. I'm very sorry about that. Under 8.5 runs for the Cubs. Yeah, I mean, shoot. Just look at that. It's probably going to be over there, Draven. At least next inning, we only have to face the worst Cubs batters. Yeah, I guess. Nice double play. I know, I was just over-exaggerating with the double play. Obviously. It's like, oh, wow, what a play by the Pirates. So good. That'll bring up Jared Triolo's batting .224, OPS of .671, 6 homers, 21 RBIs. He's 0 for 8 in the series with a walk. Here's the pitch, and that is outside ball 1. Got the over in Pirates -1.5. I should have just took the cash and traded it in for a roll of quarters. 100% hammer. I told you before, you do not bet on the Pirates. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. If people want to bet on them, you are really taking a risk. And I get that's what betting is all about, but you might as well just throw it in the trash. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. The Buccos will win the World Series. They were in the playoffs? Yeah, sure. Sure. 1-2 count. Boyd having some trouble with his belt. Kicks and deals. That is way outside. Ball 2 might have to touch the belt again. Yes, that is a reference to foreign substances. Actually, he did it again. That's kind of weird. It's probably a pitch com, though. 2-2 count. Now, Hammer wins a lot, Heisman. I'm telling you, he knows what he's doing. As Triolo hits this to left. And Happ is there to make the catch. No, Hammer wins a lot. So he had a good feeling. Again, Oviedo is, he's a great pitcher. He just had a bad start. Literally the worst start he's had all year. Gonzalez coming to the plate, batting .272, OPS of .688, 5 homers, 26 RBIs. He's 1 for 8. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. Do you like when people talk about their sports betting mishaps, make it look too easy? I might get tempted to start betting. Yeah. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. 0-2 count to Nick Gonzalez. Boyd kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right. And that is going to be caught just shy of the warning track for out number 2. I can see the comment section get a little toxic. Hopefully that's the last response there, guys. Try to keep it clean. Again, we're all just sports fans here. It doesn't, it happens. Me personally, I wouldn't bet on the Pirates. But again, Hammer does win a lot. I mean, that is something that he is, from what I can tell, just a little prop bets. He's very good. He did the research. That's going to be just outside ball 1. Tommy Pham batting .249, OPS 704, 9 homers, 50 RBIs. Again, Oviedo has an ERA in the 2s. So this was quite the surprise. As Pham is 0 for 4 in the series. Here's the pitch. That is going to be inside ball 2. Nick went with the Cubs, or Cubs baby. Very happy that the Cubs are in the lead. 2-0 count. As Boyd rocks and fires. That's going to be inside for ball 3. Tough knuckles, yeah. The Antonio Brown of baseball at the plate. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be Oh, well, that's in there for a called strike. 50-50 call, I guess, going for the Cubs. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. That is going to be way inside for ball 4. Didn't want anything doing with Tommy Pham. I don't blame him. Pham has been fantastic. I didn't say anything about an arm injury, I don't think. That'll bring up Andrew McCutchen's batting .239, OPS of 710, 13 homers, 55 RBIs, 0 for 3 with a walk on the game on Monday. It's Boyd. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. A bet you'll always win. Will Pham be a cutie patootie today? Just bet yes. This guy. This guy. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, but it's called a strike. McCutchen doesn't like the call. Of course, he's got a great eye. I guess, Nick, I'm not following there, but, it is what it is. Oh, yes, I saw the Mac injury live. That was pretty brutal. I can't believe they showed it again. I'm like, why would they show it? 1-1 count. Boyd rocks. And it's actually a pickoff attempt. But Pham is back safe and sound. When Tommy Pham got suspended for his action versus the Angels. And yeah, no, honestly, me too. I'm like, yeah, there's no way this team is recovering. Not because, obviously, Pham, not that great, but just like really, we have players that are doing that. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-2 count to McCutchen. 1 man on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Cubs leading 4-0 over the Pirates. Boyd sets and deals. That's going to be hit just over the leaping Swanson. And the Pirates have runners on first and second. Well, that'll bring up Joey Bart. He's batting .240, OPS of 662, homers and 23 RBIs. Swanson gave it a good leap. It says a dislocated elbow. It looked way worse than that. Jeez, McCutchen at .2260 in his MLB career, just 4 hits away from place number 167 on the all-time hits list. That's going to be upstairs ball 1. This is Joey Bart batting .240, OPS of 662, homers, 23 RBIs. For the series, he is over 2 with the walk. Boyd sets, kicks, and deals. And Bart hits this to center. At the wall! That one is out of here. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. That's a Bart dart. Just his 3rd homer of the season, and he provides 3 runs here in Pittsburgh. Maybe it's not over, folks. But to be honest with you, it still doesn't feel all that great. But hey, it's close. It is close. It's just a 1-run game now, 4-3. Hey, we'll take it. That'll bring up Alexander Canario, batting .219, OPS of 622, 6 homers, 19 RBIs. It's 1 for 3 in the series. Just found your channel moved to West Virginia a few years ago. How about that magical start? Yeah, a great start, Steven. Appreciate ya. Yeah, no, what a half inning here. Here's the 0-1. And Canario hits this to left, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So Canario getting in on the action here. All this with 2 outs. Triolo Gonzalez going down, and then, hey, the Pirates like, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and start hitting now. That'll bring up Nick York. It's batting .167, OPS of 411, no homers, 5 RBIs. I, for some reason, saw the 5 over there. 0 for 6 with the walk. Brian's call is great. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, Greg Brown is awesome. I mean, again, when you're listening and calling 30 years of losing baseball, it'll sound depressing, or it'll look depressing. But I mean, he does a great job. I like Greg Brown a lot. Yeah, no, back in it for sure. 20 runs incoming. Nick, that would be awesome. I would love this game. I mean, I got to call the game where there was 33 combined runs. Of course, the Pirates lost that one. You know, you can spot the Pirates 9 runs and they'll still lose. And that actually happened. I'm not just saying that as a hater of the Pirates, despite me obviously being a Pirates fan. No, I was there. I called that game. It was amazing, but it was horrible. Here's the pitch. That is going to be outside, ball 1. Again, Boyd with another pitcher here. You know, that ERA is really good. Just like Oviedo. But obviously, they've had rough starts today. 1-0 count. Boyd rocks and fires. And that is in there for a called strike. A lot of runs today. Yeah, Over's looking free pretty much today. Yep. Again, 2 excellent pitchers. But it's a day game. Balls will travel farther. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be inside for ball 2. Might score 100 runs. Oh, that'd be awesome. Hey, that would do so great for the channel, folks. Everyone would be like, what the heck's going on? You got to click on it. What's going on in Pittsburgh? 2-1 count. Boyd sets and deals. And York hits this to left center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. PCA's there, throws to second. Canario is there at third, and the Pirates may not be done. And this is a guy, Steelers fan, has been waiting for a while. Rafael Flores, he was acquired in the David Bednar trade. The Miners this year, 280 batting average, OPS of 824, 15 homers. No, 22 homers. What am I reading then? I was reading just in AA. 824, 22 homers for Rafael Flores. His major league debut. And a pickoff attempt as they're going to wait to pitch to Flores. He's got some power. We'll see if he's able to connect. Pirates, of course, have plenty of players with power. Believe it or not, despite the lack of home runs, they just don't know how to make contact with the baseball, a.k.a. Jack Sawinski. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. Actually, it's going to be back behind. That's going to be a foul ball. Oh, Ultimate, how's it going? Steelers fan likes Flores a lot. That might be a little concerning, to be honest with you. 0-1 count. Boyd sets. Rocks and fires. That is inside. And I'll even the count at 1-1. It's just thinking he's just a baby. Okay. A lot of praise here to Flores, and I don't know if it's about his baseball ability, folks. 1-1 count to Flores. Boyd sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss. Fooled him with the off-speed pitch. 1-2. Flores wearing number 43, Troy Polamalu. Maybe that he can tap into Polamalu's greatness. At least half of it would be pretty good. 1-2 count to Rafael Flores. Runners on the corners here with 2 outs. Cubs leading the Pirates 4-3. Hey, we got a potentially exciting game here in Pittsburgh. Of course, our luck, it'll be zeros the rest of the way. Boyd sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be popped up. Chased it out of the zone, but made contact. It's 1-2. Once again, a 1-2 count to Rafael Flores. As Boyd will come to a set. Rocks and fires. That is low for ball 2, and Boyd having trouble. He's now at 30 pitches. Two and 2 count to Flores. Boyd will come to a set. Kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 3. Flores kind of calming down on the plate discipline here and watching him Go outside. 3-2 count to Rafael Flores. Again, his major league debut. His first at-bat of his career. It's a big count. 3-2, 2 men on. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Boyd fools him. But hey, not too shabby. Joey Bart with the home run. Making it 4-3 as we head to the top of the second. That's not too bad. It's not too bad, folks. Folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. 109 viewers and only 21 likes. That doesn't math right. Come on, y'all. Smash the like and subscribe. It's fast. Pardon me. And free. Yes, free to do. It is free. Thank you, Magic Man, as always. Appreciate you. Hopefully I see you tonight. If not, that's okay. Magic Man, a big Brewers fan there. But again, like and subscribe. And as you can see, again, it's not just a Pirates channel, folks. We have a lot of fans from a lot of different places. So feel free to subscribe. This is what I do. I call games, folks. I call games. I really try to get on here 6 times a week, at least. There was a stretch where I was on for like a whole month and a half. You know, that was really nice. But all things come to an end, life and such. But yeah, definitely like and subscribe if you're a sports fan. Pirates, Cubbies, doesn't matter. I'll be covering the postseason as well. So, again, I'll be covering every single Pirates game they have in the postseason. But also for the Cubs as well. I'm covering all 0 of the Pirates. So make sure, again, if you're a Pirates fan, definitely sub. But as well, if other teams, you know, I do other teams as well. So don't think, again, I do bounce around. Let's see here. Dang it. Yeah, I know. It was a bummer. Lunch break time. Hopefully the Pirates go crazy in the next hour. It would be nice, Emma. Would be nice. Steelers fan saying he's a cheater for throwing a baseball. Very interesting. Cole Ferris says, let's go Brewers. Thank you, Cole, for stopping on by. Again, hopefully I'll see you tonight. But again, if not, that's okay. Again, you're free to do what you like with your life. It is okay. It is okay. You don't have to click on that. That's the thing, folks. You subscribe. It doesn't mean you have to click on me every time. No, just, again, if I'm covering a game you're interested in, nothing else to do, hey, I'm calling a game. And hopefully it's a good one whenever you join in. As Matt Shaw's coming to the plate, it's batting .224, OPS of .669. Here's the pitch. That is inside ball 1. 11 homers and 40 RBIs for the rookie for the season, or for the series. I don't know why I keep saying season. For the series, he's 2 for 7 with a walk. Here's the pitch. That is way up and in, as it's 2-0. 7 runs in 1 inning is the... Yeah, I know, right? That's a lot. Definitely be back for the Brewers game. Kind of don't care about this one. Just stop by, show some love. Thank you, Andre. Appreciate you. That's going to be high and in as well. And it's 3-0. Happy to be here cheering on the Pirates with you. Appreciate you. I do appreciate that. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a called strike. 3-1 count to Shaw. Again, it was a rough first inning for Oviedo. Struggled to find the strike zone. As here is the 3-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 3 runs. That's a month's load of runs for the Pirates. Pretty much. 3 runs is usually how it goes for the entire game. So hopefully we get more today. Here's the 3-2, and that's going to be popped up. And that will become a souvenir. Come on, Pirates help the Brewers out. Yeah, the Brewers, I believe their magic number to clinch was 7 at the end of last night. Clinched the division, not the playoffs. Of course, they've already clinched the playoffs. The Cubs trying to do that today in PNC. 1 win, and they're in. 3-2 count. Oviedo rocks and fires. That is way high and in. And he walks Shaw. Again, Oviedo showing some just struggling to locate the strike zone, and that's a problem. That'll bring up Michael Bush. He's batting .259, OPS of .836, 29 homers, 80 RBIs. Even if the Pirates were leading the division, the Cubs needed the win for the Crew to make it a loss in October. You still root for the Cubs' loss. Oh, wow. Here's the pitch. That is going to be upstairs, ball 1. Brewers, Cubs fans. Doesn't seem like they get along. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you like what you're hearing. Even if you don't like what you're hearing, just give can be a decent person there. Do it anyway, 1-0 count, but I appreciate you, Chris. Definitely do it, though, if you like it. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be chopped off his foot. 1-1 count to Bush. Again, a one-man on, nobody out here in the top of the second. If you like runs, if you like offense, folks, we got a potential good one here. 4-3 Cubs leading the Pirates. 4 runs in the first, top of the first for the Cubs. It looked like doom and gloom for the Pirates, but Joey Barch with a 3-run shot. And it's a 1-run game. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs for ball 2. Again, Oviedo clearly doesn't have his best stuff today. Right there with you. Only online, in person, great friends here in the Midwest. There we go. That's good. Yeah, online usually makes us all a little... That's when we start talking the most. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. He did not go. 3-1 to Michael Bush. Three and 1 count to Michael Bush as Oviedo sets. Rocks and fires. Check this swing, and he did not go. Back-to-back walks. Again, Oviedo just struggling. Ian Happ coming to the plate. It's batting 240. No, pardon me. What am I talking about? I clicked the wrong guy. Nico Horner. It's 1-for-1. My bad, guys. It's 1-for-1. Batting 303, OPS of 754, 6 homers, 59 RBIs. Oviedo sets. Looks back at second, kicks and deals. That is inside for ball 1. We score 3, and now this. Yeah, no, it's rough. 1-0 count. Oviedo sets, rocks, and fires. And that is in there for a called strike. Pirates fans clapping. Again, it's been a struggle to locate the strike zone for Oviedo. Again, he's been very good. In his last 5 starts have been really good. And first inning today, not so good. Oviedo looks back, kicks and deals. That is high for ball 2. And again, I would just hope that we're activating somebody in the bullpen. It would be nice to see. Rooting for you guys too. Love A-Rod. Oh yeah, we love the Steelers. And we love Aaron Rodgers, but the O-line is terrible. O-line is pretty bad for the Steelers and defense. Here's the 2-1. Checked his swing. I believe he went. He did. 2-2. Fooled him with the slider. Two and 2 count. Oviedo. Be huge to get an out for his confidence, at least. That's huge. Confidence is a big deal. I'm sure you guys know that now. 2 and 2 count. Oviedo rocks and fires. That's going to be fouled back, and the count remains at 2 and 2. Michael says, "Let's go Cubs." Cubs looking good right now, offensively. 4 runs in the first. 2 men on here, nobody out. Horner at the plate, 2 and 2 counts. Oviedo kicks and deals way high. He didn't almost hit Horner. Ball 3 again. Oviedo just struggling to locate the strike zone. It's a problem. BRB doctor. 3 and 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. York is there and will make the catch. He's going to throw to third. It's cut off by Triolo, so no runners advancing there for the Cubs. That'll bring up Ian Happ. I jumped the gun earlier. He's batting 242, OPS of 772, 23 homers, 72 RBIs. It's 1-for-1. Magic Man, appreciate you. Sean as well. Thank you, guys. Magic Man, you're a legend, man. It's not the first time either. I thank you very much, sir. That's very nice. Cheers to you as well, and good luck tonight. Of course, again, I'll be covering the Brewers tonight as well. Oviedo kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 1. Sean, good to see you as always. Appreciate it. Pocket pancakes for everyone. This guy. 1-0 counts. Age wants a new pitcher. I completely agree, Age. I don't know why in the world they haven't even warmed up anybody in the bullpen. 1-0 count. Oviedo rocks and fires. And that's going to be in there for a called strike. Breaking ball in the outside corner. 1-1 count. Nick wants the Cubs to score. One and one count. Oviedo sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is way outside again. It's just not clearly not a not on it today. 2-1 count. Let's go Magic Man. Oh yeah, Magic Man's a legend. 2-1. Oviedo rocks and fires. Check this swing. Did he go? He did. Half looking back at the umpire. I think he wanted him to appeal down to third, but he didn't. Two and two count to Ian Happ. Runners on first and second. 1 out here in the top of the second. Here is the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Is it in play? It is. As Devaney is there to make the catch for out number 2. 2 away for the Cubs, and that'll bring up Moises Ballesteros. Again, he homered in his first appearance today, batting .324. OPS of .973, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. Showing the NL Cy Young Award race. Paul Skeens 10-10 with a 2.03 ERA. That's just amazing. 209 strikeouts. I mean, I feel like he's clearly the leader. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, but it's called a strike. Oviedo getting a call there. That might be needed to help him get out of here. You had Bart, McCutch, and Happ to get a hit. First inning, and I covered. Wow, Jonathan, there you go. Yeah, if you like offense today, this was a good day to tune in, as that's a foul tip, strike 2. Oviedo might be settling down here. 0-2 count to Ballesteros, the DH. Again, a solo shot in the first. Oviedo sets. Looks back at second. Looks back again. Kicks and deals. That is upstairs, ball 1. Again, the Cubs, I'm sure you guys know by now, the Cubs just need a win. A win, and they're in officially. Of course, the Mets loss will do the same thing if the Pirates are able to win today. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Oviedo settling down there. We head to the bottom of the second. The Cubs, of course, still on top 4-3 over the Pirates. Folks, appreciate you guys hanging out today. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. And, of course, it is mostly Pirates. But you know what? The Pirates season is coming to an end. And, of course, after the regular season, I'll be covering postseason. The Cubs, of course, will be there. So, again, if there's any Cubs fans looking for a voice for the playoff games, I'm going to try to cover as many playoff games as possible. So, definitely subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate you guys for hanging in there. Of course, I also do NFL as well. Saturdays and Sundays will be kind of reserved for football, but again, if the playoff baseball is happening those nights, then I'll just switch out a college football game for the baseball game on the Saturday night. And same thing with the NFL. I haven't really covered Sunday Night Football yet, but I will start doing that soon. But again, Sunday night playoff baseball will take priority because, again, that ends in October, and of course plenty of football to happen all the way through February. And then we'll do all this again. We'll start over in March. Well, I'll still be covering stuff in between. I'll probably be doing some college basketball. That was fun. Actually, that's what I started off doing on the channel just for a little bit. That was pretty fun. Anyway, but yeah, like and subscribe if you consider yourself a sports fan. This is what I do. Again, I call games Cubs, Pirates, doesn't matter. Brewers. Again, we got Brewers fans in here. Just evidence that, again, it's not just a Pirates channel. It's really a channel for all fans. We did start accepting Cowboys fans 2 months ago, sometime during the All-Star break. I'm like, okay, that's fine. We'll go ahead and let that happen. So, yeah, again, all 32 teams in the NFL and the MLB as well. So you are very welcome. Cam Devaney, spanning .094, OPS of 246, no homers, 1 RBI on the season. 0 for 6. No, pardon me, has yet to play this series. That was in the last series against the Nationals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Devaney has struggled, obviously, in his young MLB career. Well, he just doesn't look like a catcher. I don't know. What does he look like? That's going to be fouled back. And it's 0-2. All 7 people there look so happy. Oh, yeah. Not exactly a packed crowd there in Pittsburgh. 0-2 count to Cam Devaney. Here's the pitch. That is low for ball 1. 2 counts. Boyd shaking off some signals as Boyd kicks and deals. That is low for ball 2. Cam Devaney was acquired in the Adam Frazier trade earlier this year. Hasn't really done much. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be outside for ball 3. Cam and Triller from the same town. Really? I didn't even know that. Nashua, New Hampshire. Was drafted by the Brewers in 2019. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. So 3-2 count to Cam Devaney. Again, a little recap. 4 runs in the top of the first, 2 home runs, Happ and Ballesteros. And then the bottom of the first, Joey Bart with the home run. Here's the 3-2 grounder, and there is a hit for Cam Devaney. He's been looking for a hit for a while now. There we go. Well, he's on with nobody out. And that'll bring up Jared Triolo. Yeah, he is. Look at that. Now, they're about the same age, so I guarantee you they played, or at least knew each other. Spanning .223 OPS of 669, 6 homers and 21 RBIs. Triolo's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Sean saying hello there. SGA. With some hate speech in the comments. 0-1 count to Triolo. As Boyd sets. And a pickoff attempt. And Devaney is back safe and sound. All right, SGA, you're just being a knucklehead for no reason here. So we're going to go ahead and put you in a little timeout there, buddy. We'll see you a little bit later. Thank you for stopping by. 0-1 count. Boyd sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be hit up the middle, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. PCA's there to throw it into short. Look at that, the Pirates continuing their first inning here in the second. Of course, the same thing with the Cubs, so they walked earlier. They walked the first 2 runners. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, batting .271, OPS of 687. 5 homers and 26 RBIs. Gonzalez is 0 for 1. Hope maybe Bob will sell the team. Anyone's audio clipping? I hope not. I don't know. No one said anything. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside. Did it hit him? It did. Might have to check your internet there, Teasy. It hit him on the knee, and the Pirates have bases loaded with nobody out. The Pirates may just have to, I don't know, they usually only get a run from these situations. Oh, wow. So YouTube was just being dumb. Wow, what the heck? That's weird. Tommy Pham at the plate. He walked earlier. Here's the pitch. And Pham pops it up. Swanson is there to make the catch for out number 1. Yeah, YouTube. I don't know why YouTube was being silly there. Maybe I was, and I do apologize if that's the case. But I didn't catch anything on my end. The internet over here is okay. It's solid. So I do apologize if it was on my end, but sometimes YouTube will be dumb. As McCutcheon's coming to the plate, he's 1 for 1 today. Batting .241, OPS of 712, 13 homers, and 55 RBIs. Boyd sets and fires. That's going to be in there, but it's not called a strike. McCutcheon getting a call. 1-0 count. Boyd, I need you. Under 5 strikeouts, and Oviedo over 4. Ooh, that's a tough one. It's doable, but I don't know. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be inside ball 2. You had to restart. Yeah, no, it's all good. I feel bad. I'm sorry. Sometimes, though, I mean, you guys need to let me know. You guys need to let me know if I'm messing up or my stuff over here is not looking good. 2-0 counts. Boyd sets. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Let's go Pirates. I've never rooted harder for the Pirates as a Brewer fan than right now. Come on, Pittsburgh. Cole, big Pirates fan now. Of course I kid. I wouldn't wish that on my enemies. As Boyd's going to step off. Chris blames YouTube. Yeah, apparently. Well, he has more in runs than Casey. Jeez. 2-1 count. Boyd sets. Rocks and fires. That is in the dirt. Ball 3. Margarito. There we go. Margarito Hernandez. Saludos del Milwaukee. Maduro. Hola, Margarito. Yo no hablo mucho español, pero comprende más o menos. Gracias. 3-1 counts. Boyd sets. Rocks and fires. It's big swing and a miss. Going for the fences there. 3-2 counts. Tenemos español. Yeah. Audio keeps cutting out. So it might be on my end. I do feel bad. I don't know. I'll have to look at it during the half inning. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. That is outside ball 4. And McCutcheon will walk. And that ties the game. And Joey Bart coming to the plate. Yeah, I apologize, Jonathan. I apologize to everyone here. Normally doesn't happen. But to be honest, it doesn't surprise me. So it's 4-4. They're having a mound visit. Joey Bart at the plate. He's 1 for 1. Of course, he had a Bart dart earlier. Audio going in and out. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see what's going on here. I'm on Spectrum. Mine's been great since restarted YouTube. Okay, well, yeah, maybe you gotta restart YouTube and then it'll be fine. But I apologize. All right, mound visit has concluded. The Cubs are warming up players in the bullpen. And again, Joey Bart coming to the plate with a chance to take the lead here in the bottom of the second. Mound visit, the Bart take it home. We need a Bart dart. Bart Simpson, the chance to come through. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. So 0-1 count. 0-1 count to Joey Bart. Again, a 3-run shot in the first. He has a bases-loaded opportunity here to potentially give the Pirates the lead. 0-1 count. Boyd kicks and deals. Chopper, and that's going foul. Restarting did the trick. Yeah, I have no idea. So YouTube Thumbs down YouTube today, folks. YouTube is a problem. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah, if you're having problems on the year-end audio, make sure to restart it and then come back here. 0-2 count. Boyd sets, rocks, and fires. That is way upstairs for ball one. No double play. Well, hey, you know the Pirates. Bases loaded, one out. They love double plays. That's their favorite play. That's their signature move. 1-2 count as Boyd is going to step off again. Boyd looks a little flustered at the plate, on the mound. He's at 52 pitches. So far in this one, just one out in the bottom of the second. Boyd sets, rocks, and fires. That is inside for ball two. So 2-2 count to the catcher, Joey Bart. Career with the bases loaded, apparently very well, batting .296. So he thrives in situations like these. Career batting average, just, regulars, regardless of situations, .237. So he seems to come through in the clutch. Can he here? 2-2 count. Boyd sets, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So down goes Bart. And that'll bring up Alexander Canario. It's batting .223, OPS of .629, 6 homers, 19 RBIs. He's 1 for 1 so far in this one. Again, the Pirates have bases loaded with 2 outs. Boyd kicks and deals. Breaking ball that is in there for a called strike. Oh, and 1 count to Canario. Bases loaded. Boyd trying to get out. The Pirates trying to take advantage. You don't know how many times they're going to have an opportunity like this. Been a Cub fan since 1967, but I got to say the Pirates have always been a scrappy team, even when they have a losing season. Yeah, they've had some nice teams over the years. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be popped up. And that will become a souvenir. I grew up watching the late 2000s Pirates. They had Jason Begg, Xavier Nady, Freddie Sanchez, Jack Wilson, Adam LaRoche, Chris Duffy, Nate McLouth, Niger Morgan. I mean, to me, that was a pretty solid. I mean, I know they were losers, but hey, you know what? They had some nice moments. They were some solid players. 0-2 count. Boyd rocks and fires. That is way outside for ball one. Deshaun, hey, how's it going? Thank you for stopping on by. Appreciate you. Again, every view helps, folks. Helps this little channel out. 1-2 count. Boyd comes to a set. Rocks and fires. That is inside for ball two. Yunetsky Bencourt. Yeah, he was a Brewer. He may have been a Pirate. I don't know. May have been in one of those awkward years. I don't know. I don't think he was, though. 2-2 count. Boyd comes to a set. Kicks and deals. That is outside ball three. Canario doing a little bit of a shuffle there. The Soto shuffle. Love me some Josh Harrison. Yeah. That was 2010s, early 2010s, but yeah. 3-2 count. Boyd comes to a set. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Fooled him with the off-speed pitch. 78 on the changeup there. Pirates have the bases loaded. Can only walk in a run. But hey, they've tied it up here in Pittsburgh. We head to the top of the third. It is 4-4 here in Pittsburgh. Hey, we got a good one. Finally. It's been a while since I've seen the Pirates play a good game. I'm just being honest with you guys. So this is nice. But would have loved to see more. It is what it is, though. That's typical Pirates. Folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. That like button helps these little channels out like mine a lot. And, of course, subscribing helps a lot, too. All that's going to happen is that you're going to get more play-by-play content from me. That's what I do on the channel. I do play-by-play. So definitely subscribe. to the channel. BRB. All right, I'll see you soon. One's better than none. That is true. That is true, but it's still frustrating. But yeah, definitely like and subscribe if you consider yourself a sports fan. Sports better doesn't matter. This is what I do. I call games. I call games, and I try to get as many games as possible. It's mostly Pirates for baseball, but again, I do bounce around. Playoffs coming up. I'll be covering I'll be covering all the Pirates playoff games, but I'll also be covering, of course, just the postseason in general. And of course, I do the NFL. I love the Steelers, but I do call 2 games every Sunday. The other game is voted on by the subscribers of the channel. You can check out my poll section or post section just to fact check me there. So, but yeah, appreciate you guys for hanging out today. Due up for the Cubs, it's going to be Suzuki, Crow, Armstrong, and Swanson. And one final statistic again, just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now we crossed 860 today. So again, people are subbing. You might as well sub because, again, it's a growing channel. It's a growing channel. You're going to sub to it if I keep this going in a few years. If I can actually do this full time, that would be actually awesome. But, hey, you're going to sub to it eventually. You might as well sub to it now. As Oviedo kicks and deals, that's going to be inside for ball 1. He was hit by a pitch in his first appearance. He's batting .244, OPS of 786, 27 homers, and 91 RBIs. 2 or 3 weeks since the last. Yeah, no, it really has been. Here's the 1-0. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Jimmy needs strikeouts. What's he at? He's at 1. 1-1 count. Oviedo rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to left. Pham on the run. Now backpedaling and makes the catch for out number 1. 1 away for the Cubs. That'll bring up PCA. Also Pete Crow Armstrong. He's batting .247. OPS of 773. 29 homers and 90 RBIs. He's 0 for 1 in this one. All the cool people are subbing to the channel. That is true. Holy smokes, Doc. I had McCutchen, Happ, and Horner on a home run. Or no, a hit prop. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Hit, run prop, I'm assuming. All 3 cashed. It's only the second. Yeah, no. A lot of offense in this one. Lots of offense in this one. 0-1 count. Oviedo rocks and fires. That's going to be yanked to right. And that is going to be off the wall. York is there. Throw it in. That was just a line drive. Oh, my goodness. That's a double. Did I hear that correctly? 113 miles per hour? Unbelievable. That was just smoked. Jeez, just smoke that to right. Dansby Swanson coming up to the plate, batting .251, OPS of 728, 22 homers and 75 RBI. Swanson is 1 for 1 in this one. Runner on second, 1 out. And again, Pete Crow Armstrong, he is a threat on the base pass. Oviedo looks back, kicks and deals. That's going to be in there, but it's not called a strike. Oviedo not happy with the call. Oviedo is easy to hit on. Today he has been. 1 win to clinch playoffs. Yep, Robert, the magic number is 1. 1-0 count. Oviedo kicks and deals. That's going to be upstairs ball 2. I'm on the iPad. Can't find a link to play whatever. Really? Huh. Give me a sec, Magic Man. After this at-bat, I'll try to do what I can. I actually don't even know how to do that, to be honest with you. And if not, it is what it is. I appreciate it, but that's kind of odd. 2-0 counts. Oviedo rocks and fires. That's going to be low ball 3. 3-0 count. To Dansby Swanson. It should, I don't know, do you see a join thing? I don't know. That's kind of odd. 3-0 count to Dansby Swanson. Runner on second, 1 out here in the top of the third. What's happened? Well, there's a runner on second. Oviedo sets, kicks and deals Taking all the way, that's in there for a called strike. Is that the guy from the show Impractical Jokers? I don't think so, Rick. I think you're looking for Murr or Q. I don't think so. I don't think he's a baseball player. 3-1 count. Rocks and fires. That's in there for a called strike. Breaking ball in over the plate. Dansby, is that German? Dansby. I don't know. Count is 3-2 as Swanson asks for time. You had to join the Roku app on your TV. It gives a code. Really? Why is it that hard? That makes no sense. Huh. I don't know. I've never had that issue, but I guess some people do. I mean, yeah. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Swanson. That'll bring up Reese McGuire. 2 outs, runner on second. He's batting .215, OPS of .657. 8 homers, 22 RBIs. He's 0 for 1 in this one. Oviedo looks back at second, kicks and deals. And that is in there for a called strike. Morning, Rick. How's it going? Or the one way to skin a cat? You know, I don't understand that phrase, but I've heard it plenty of times. Dr. Shows Wellworth. Thank you, Sean, as always. 0-1 count. Oviedo rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to right. York making his way under it and makes the catch for out number 3. The double by PCA leads to nothing. So we head to the bottom of the third inning. The score is 4-4 in this one. Sean, it definitely is. Thank you guys again. Appreciate you. You guys have been, again, I have the best subscribers on YouTube. Not even kidding. You guys have been very supportive. Pirates plus 1.5. I mean, shoot, I don't know. I feel like this game can go either way at this point now. Pirates looking alive at the plate as of now. So we'll see. McGuire related to Jerry? I don't think so. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe to the channel if you can. I'm going to try to find that link. I don't think I know how to do it. I'm not even going to lie. But I do appreciate you guys for your support, your kind words. I don't know how to do it. I don't even know how to do it. I'm sorry, Magic Man. I don't know how to do it. I will have to ask Rising Rhino or somebody because I have no idea. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, well. It is what it is. But I do appreciate the thought, though, for sure. But I'll try to figure that out there. I'll be sure to click the join button. Yeah, I'll try to add the link to that. But yeah, appreciate you guys again. Make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play content. This is a growing channel, folks. This is what I've been doing for the last 6 months. And again, I was at 30 subs just 6 months ago, and here we are at we crossed 860 this morning apparently when I was asleep. So that's really cool. It's always neat to get a sub whenever you're like not doing anything. That's always cool. But appreciate you guys. Again, you guys are awesome. Nick York coming to the plate, batting 189, OPS of 454, no homers and 5 RBIs. And, of course, it's always deflating to wake up and lose subscribers. But, I mean, that happens. It happens a lot, but oh well. It's like, you know what? I liked you that day. I don't like you today. Yeah, it is what it is. So we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Cubs, I think. No, it's not. Okay. Never mind. I thought Boyd was out for some reason. All right. York is at the plate. Boyd is on the mound. Boyd rocks and fires. That's going to be low for ball 1. Rick saying, buddy was so stoked on Rogers. Rogers didn't play a bad game. The whole team did. The whole team was terrible. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. And that's going to go foul. Rogers, yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say anything, Rick, but I don't think you watched the game on Sunday because Rogers was not the problem. He was far from it. 1-1 count. Boyd kicks and deals. That's going to be hit foul. You should do this on the radio. You got a knack for this. I'd love to. I would love to be a professional broadcaster, but I don't have a college degree. Magic Man, you're a legend, man. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you very much. Only 99 cents to join. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go foul. 99 cents a month, I should add. I want to mislead everybody, you know. There really aren't any perks because I'm a small channel, but, you know, you can join my Pigskin Pick'em right now. You can compete against me every week, see who has more football knowledge. Right now, I'm winning. I know, the doctor winning. Ooh. 1-2 count. Boyd rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. Of course, when I, you know, have more of a clear vision on what to do with the channel, more perks will be available and stuff like that. But right now, I just don't know. Sorry, doctor, make yourself a pasta. It's lunchtime, man. Here's the 1-2. Grounder to short. Swanson throws to first, gets York by a step. I'll tell you what, York was hustling, not exactly the fastest guy, but giving it a good effort, and that'll bring up Rafael Flores making his major league debut. He's 0 for 1 today. Fantasy-wise, oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I stayed away from Rogers in fantasy. He's not on any of my teams, not because of him, but again, just because of the Steelers. Conservative offense, you know, I just didn't feel like it. As Boyd rocks and fires. Breaking ball that is inside for ball 1. Going to the Club Magic Man? Yeah, the YouTube app. Oh, yeah, I don't know why it's like that. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, but it's not called a strike. 2-0 count. The pick'em is so fun and frustrating, yeah. You just catch Nico. Nice, Jay. Love to see it. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Fooled him with the changeup. 2-1. Does the bet void? I don't think so, Anthony, but you have to ask a sports bettor here. They would know more about it, but I don't think so. 2-1. Boyd rocks and fires. That is way inside for ball 3. Do you cover other games or only Pirates? First time on the channel. It's mostly Pirates. I do bounce around, though, from time to time. Last night was Brewers-Angels. I'll actually be doing Brewers-Angels again tonight. And I do plenty of football as well. Here's the 3-1. York sends it to left center, and that's going to be dropping in front of the wall. Running to second. PCA has it, and his first career hit is a double. Rafael Flores, congratulations. Hey, if he turns into a star, you never know. You got to listen to his first career hit here on Dr. Delay. So good stuff, Rafael Flores. Should have taken half for the homer. It happens. But yeah, I do bounce around baseball. It's mostly Pirates, though. I don't want to, mislead you, and say, oh, yeah, I don't really cover the Pirates. No, I do cover the Pirates. There's a lot of Pirates, but I do bounce around. But, of course, their season's ending, and I'll be covering the playoffs there. So I know the Cubs will be in the playoffs for sure, as that's going to be inside ball 1. But yeah, Jimmy, I try to cover as many things as possible. It's mostly Pittsburgh, but again, I do bounce around other teams. Here's the 1-0, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 1, again, for Sunday, Steelers, but the other game is voted on by the subscribers of the channel. So after the Steelers-Patriots game this Sunday, it'll be another game. It's looking like Broncos-Chargers, but you never know. Could be other people voting to try to get Niners and Seahawks, as that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 2. I think it was Niners Seahawks. I could be wrong. Niners and something else. Niners Cardinals, right? I don't remember the other game. So Devaney at the plate again. He's actually 1 for 1. Do apologize. Got sidetracked there. 1-1 on the day. 1-2 is the count. Runner on second. 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. They kept his first hit. No, they threw it to the dugout. Yeah. Again, Devaney at the plate. Not really a great season. 121 batting average. OPS of 299. No homers, 1 RBI. But, only 33 at-bats. But it's been pretty rough to see every time I've seen him play. As Boyd will set. Looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That is way upstairs. Ball 2. But again, he has a hit today, so that's always good. How are the Pirates playing better without Reynolds and Cruz? I have no idea. That's amazing, isn't it? Again, baseball, it's so random. You never know. You never know on what can happen on any given day. There's 162 of these, so you never know. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be outside ball 3. So it is pretty wild. 3-2 count to Cam Devaney. Runner on second, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Boyd sets, looks back, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. The pitch was way outside. Devaney swung anyway. He struck him out. Devaney is just struggling. That'll bring up Jared Triolo's batting .226, OPS of 673, 6 homers, and 21 RBIs on the season. He's 1 for 2 today. Boyd sets, looks back at second, rocks and fires. Breaking ball way outside for ball 1. Picks for MVPs. Probably Shohei Ohtani in the NL. If I had to be honest. 1-0 count. Boyd looks back. Kicks and deals. Checked his swing. Did not go. 2-0. AL side, it's actually been a while since I've looked at the stats over there. I'm still thinking Judge, but I don't know. Stuff may have changed the last few weeks. 2-0 count. Boyd rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Out in front of the changeup. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Runner on second here in the bottom of the third. Porter Hodge is warming up in the Cubs bullpen. Boyd looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike. Triolo can't believe it. That was definitely in there. Sorry, Doc. Did Cubs +1. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's no biggie. Pirates aren't good. I'm used to losing. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 right down the middle. He throws his bat in frustration. He struck him out. Well, hey, Flores gets his first major league hit. Leads to nothing, though. Kind of like the Cubs again. PCA had a double in the top of the Pirates with a double of their own, but nothing doing. We enter the top of the 4th, where the score is 4-4 here in Pittsburgh. Judge is -1,000. Yeah, I'm thinking Judge. Last time I checked, Judge was looking good. Batting average and homers. Riley just had the homers. And Ohtani, of course, he's really good. Really good. Folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, it's a growing channel, folks. It's a growing channel. And this is what I do. I call games. Of course, it's mostly for the Pirates, but I do bounce around as well. So definitely do that. And of course, I cover football as well. Plenty of college football, though my college football strategy is a little different than most YouTubers, so you might not be interested in that. But it's just, again, I'm trying to grow the channel. And, of course, the NFL, I cover every Steelers game and another game every Sunday. And that game is voted on by the subscribers of the channel. So you guys vote for 1 game a week. You guys vote for 1 game a week every single Sunday. That is kind of my, hey, join the channel or subscribe to the channel. Try to get you to subscribe. Next year, probably not going to happen. We'll figure out a way to get you guys involved, though. I really do want to keep you guys involved. You guys have been awesome. I'm not going to lie. I'm not just saying this. I have, like he said it earlier, subscribers are great. I have great subscribers. I really do. You guys are legends. You doing the Brewers game? Yes, Jay, I will be back tonight for Angels-Brewers game 2. You're back. Welcome back. The Ultimate Sports Network. Shaw is at the plate. It's batting .224. OPS of .671, 11 homers and 40 RBIs. I always hate when they do interviews. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Shaw walked earlier. Oh, and 1 count. Oviedo rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to third. Devaney has it, throws to first. What a play by Cam Devaney. Great snag, great throw, and that's really where Devaney shines as a major leaguer, is the fact that he can field. That'll bring up Michael Busch, batting .259, OPS of .837, 29 homers, 80 RBIs. Time to swat out this Churio hit again. This guy. Dr. DeLay is adopting the Brewers as second team. I don't know about that. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped off his foot. 0-1. I do appreciate the support I've gotten from the fans of the Brewers, the fans of the Packers. You guys have been really great. 0-1 count to Michael Busch. He has 2 walks in this one, by the way. Has yet to record a at-bat. Decided to call Guardians Tigers. Well, good luck with that. Good luck. 0-1 count to Michael Busch, as there's a little bit of delay there on Dr. Delay, I guess. I don't know what's actually happening because, again, they're interviewing. Going to let them soak in every moment, and then they're going to talk some more. That's going to be outside, but it's called a strike. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the Pirates interview lady. Not a fan at all, but it is what it is. 0-2 count to Michael Busch. Need Nico to get another hit. Live betting is fun. Okay, all right, Junior or JR. Here's the 0-2. Check this swing. Did he go? He did not. Well, he'll get another opportunity right after this. I hate interviews during the game. Yeah, I don't know why they think it's a good thing. Some of them are fun, but I don't know. Every single time that Hannah does one, I don't like it. I just don't like it. She likes to talk. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's his 3rd strikeout. I think someone needed, over 4 or over 5? Or 5? I can't remember. Nico Horner coming to the plate, batting .302, OPS of 752, 6 homers, 59 RBIs. Nico is 1 for 2. So, JR, here you go. Dolphins fan here. Steelers looking good. I guess you missed week 2. Do you personally bet on players' pops? I don't bet at all, personally. I do not bet. But, hey, I'm not going to. You guys do what you guys got to do. I will never say, yeah, no, don't do that, obviously. No, you do what you want, and that's going to be way upstairs 1-0. Everyone has a preference. I prefer not to. Vamos Cubs, Des Chicago. Jose, how's it going? Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be inside, but it's called a strike. Oviedo getting the calls here. 1-1 count to Nico Horner. Again, he's 1 for 2 on the day. Dodgers ranked 30. No, they're not. They're not. The Dolphins aren't ranked 32 out of 32. That's going to be chopped to third. Oh, Devaney loses it, throws to first. Did he get him? He did not. That might be an error, so don't get too excited. Cam Devaney had trouble fielding it. That's going to be an error, so no hits. Ooh, oh, man, that's tough. That is tough. Ian Happ coming to the plate, batting .242, OPS of 770, 23 homers and 72 RBIs. So, yeah, no hit there for Nico. That is an error. If you need another hit by Nico, I'm sorry. Need Oviedo to clutch up and get a pitcher fantasy score 22. Ooh, I don't know. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Four strikes, 5 to cover. Gotcha. I'll be back. I will see you soon. 0-1 count to Ian Happ, who's 1 for 2 at the homer. Oviedo kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. I totally want to see a sports broadcast with no interviews and close-ups and try to make it more real. I completely agree. It appears you're going to hit 900. I don't think so. That'd be a lot of subs. 0-2 count. Oviedo sets. Rocks and fires. That is way inside. Ball one. Runner heads to second. Horner is safe at second. No throw. Yes, it is rough. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Would be cool, Ultimate. That would be awesome if you guys did get me there in one day. That'd be awesome. That'd be a really good day. But I completely agree, Steve. Would love to see it. No interviews. 1-2 count. Oviedo sets. Looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That's going to be a tapper to second. Gonzalez throws to first for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It is 4-4 here in Pittsburgh. Only 29. Yeah, okay. that is pretty far away. Yeah, that's not going to – I will not be hitting 900 today. But, yeah, thank you guys so much for clicking on the live stream. It would be nice to get to 900. So, again, if you haven't done so, make sure to like and subscribe, folks. You guys are awesome. I'm not gonna hit it. Yeah, no, that'd be awesome, folks. That'd be awesome. If you guys could get that, that'd be great. But yeah, this is what I do, folks. I call games. So again, if you're enjoying the call, if you're a sports fan tuned in, sports better. Again, a lot of sports bettors here, and I have a lot of sports bettors that have subscribed. Hammer, it's been a while since I've seen him here. You might have went to another game, but he is always here. Again, he's a sports bettor. Steve here's a sports bettor. Steve seems to be a legend. If you need advice on bets, Steve usually wins quite a bit. He's pretty, I would say he's wise when it comes to his picks. But yeah, definitely like and subscribe. Again, this is what I do. I call games, folks. I call games. Hopefully more subs doesn't mean sound effects. We'll see. Rick, I'm leaning that way. I really am. But we'll see. You bet 5K on the first 5 innings for Cubs go. Oh, boy. Does an error count as an at-bat? It does. Yeah, that means, yeah, he's out. I mean, he reached on an error, but that doesn't count as a hit. Sorry, I'm seeing you guys are chatting today, and it might not seem like a lot, but I'm not used to this. You guys can probably tell. We got a new pitcher on the mound. I'll get to you guys in a sec. Coming back to a tied game. Yeah, man, it's been good. Hodge, the new pitcher for the Cubs, Porter Hodge, 2-1, 5.81 ERA, whip of a 1.52. So that is your new pitcher for the Cubs. I'm listening, just doing so. Oh, I got you, Hammer. I got you. Appreciate you again. You're awesome. Got to keep you on mute. You're at work. Hey, appreciate you, Denny. Totally understand. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside. Ball one. This is Nick Gonzalez. He's batting .271, OPS of .689, 5 homers, 26 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. Trying to see. I forgot what happened to Gonzalez here. He's 0 for 1, but I don't remember what happened the other at-bat. 1-1 counts. Hodge delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. Come on, Pirates, bring home the W. It would be nice. We just started a movement. Don't crowd my sports with interviews. Don't care. Yeah, that's fair. Every 100 subs is okay, but not more, please. Oh, I got you. 1-2 count. Hodge rocks and fires. That is inside ball 2. It'll be a lurking and barring the score bug. Nice. Thank you, Denny. TZ needed Boyd. Yeah, he needed some more strikeouts, I think, right? Am I wrong on that? Here's the 2-2. That's a grounder, and that's going to get through for a base hit up the middle. Swanson couldn't even move. So Gonzalez is on. That's his first hit of the day. That'll bring up Tommy Pham. He's batting .249, OPS of .704, 9 homers and 50 RBIs. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. I can follow the game in the betting app. I enjoy listening to someone who's doing play-by-play, and you're doing a great job. I'll be checking it. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, JR. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 1. It's probably Junior. I don't know why I'm saying JR. Come on, beat the Cubs. We'll try, Magic Man. I don't know. 1-0 count. Hodge sets, rocks and fires. And Pham hits this to center, but it's right at PCA, who makes the catch for out number 1. Hit pretty well, just found a glove. That'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. Batting .241, OPS of .714, 13 homers, 56 RBIs. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and an RBI today. See if we got Cubs, Reds, Braves, Blue Jays, Brewers on the parlay for the win. Thoughts on it, Steve? Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. So, Steve, your expertise is being requested on. This morning in clutch. This coming in clutch during my college test. I got you, Jacob. I got you. This is what I do. I call games. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. You're both. I'm a junior, but they say it JR. I got you. I'll just junior. Junior's good then. 1-1 counts to Andrew McCutchen. Runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Hodge delivers, and that's going to be low for ball 2. So 2-1 count to Andrew McCutchen. Saw you're doing a charity stream with JJ. Very cool. I will not be doing a charity stream, but I will try to redirect tomorrow to him, as that's going to be hit to right. I need to actually post it on my page that he's doing it. So, yeah, no, I need to. Yeah, thank you for the reminder. I was going to do that this morning, but I overslept. And then I got soap in my eye, and I was really upset. But I'll try. 2-2 count. Hodge sets. And McCutchen asks for time. Hammer drinks beer, and he knows things. There we go. Yeah, Hammer's another good one. Again, Hammer and Steve are really good. They are 2 of the best I've seen. Here's the 2-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes McCutchen. That'll bring up Joey Bart. Again, he homered earlier in this one. Homered in the first. He's batting .242, OPS of .673, 3 homers, 26 RBIs. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. I watch JJ too. He's my Phillies guy. Yeah, no, he's awesome. JJ just might be the best play-by-play guy on YouTube. I'm not even kidding. He's really good. He's really good. Hodge delivers. That's a chopper, and that's going foul. Folks, if you haven't done it so already, check out play-by-play with JJ. He is, I know he's not here, but I'm just saying he's really good. He covers the Phillies, but again, if you're just a sports fan in general looking for a good call, he does it. He does do sound effects. I know that might be a turnoff for Rick, as Bart asks for time on the 1-1. Love your content. Thank you, Rhoda. Appreciate it. I try. Again, I try to mimic the classic radio-style voice. If you really heard my voice, you might have heard it a little bit earlier. It's kind of nasally and terrible, but this is all just voice acting here. 1-1 count to Bart as he steps back in. Again, a runner on first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. It's a 1-1 count. Hodge sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. JJ's a solid guy. He is. It's been very supportive of my channel, Rising Rhino. He's the one, I guess, that discovered me, LOL. Here's the 1-2. Yes, I said LOL in real life. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 2. So, yeah, check out Rising Rhino as well. Pure Adrenaline Sports. Again, those 3 with JJ have supported this channel a lot. 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner on first. Hodge will set. Kicks and deals. Chopper, and that's going foul. Why do you still on the Pirates? I have no idea, Sterling. I have no idea. Is Matthew out of the game? Yes, priority. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was kind of confused there. Yes, no, Matthew Boyd is done, priority. I'm very sorry. if you needed him to get some more strikeouts or something, he is done. Need more fantasy points, he is done. He's been yanked. Hodge sets, rocks, and fires. Checked his swing. That is outside ball 3. Slider that slid too much. Aaron Savali warming up in the Cubs bullpen. This might be a bullpen game for the Cubs. Though I think he was a former starter, so he can eat some innings. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. He struck him out. We head to the top of the 5th. The Cubs and the Pirates are tied at 4-4. Yeah, if you liked offense, sorry you guys should have tuned in earlier because it was fun earlier. Now it's kind of starting to slow down, but it's still a pretty exciting game, I'd say, for the most part. But yeah, folks, appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you haven't done so already, this is what I do. I call games, folks. And again, you don't have to pay a dime to subscribe. I promise you won't be sent a bill to press the subscribe button. So it's free of charge. All you're going to get is more of a play-by-play. And I try to mimic that classic style. And I know my voice might not be the best in the world, but I really do try with all the inflection and stuff like that. You got the 5 you needed. You want to line back? Who are we leaning? All might, I'm not going to mislead you here. I couldn't tell you. Delay, if it's a Packers-Steelers Super Bowl, we should make a bet. I don't know. I'd have to actually see how the Steelers are doing. If they're just kind of lucking their way through the playoffs, then I won't, But I appreciate you guys again for hanging out today. We need one more from Oviedo. Well, we'll find out. It looks like they're not going to make a change. It went over in the first. Yeah, Donald. Yes, it did. The President of the United States in the chat, folks. That's cool. Yep, Donald, it did. It did go over in the first. It was nice. Yeah, winning the series, Cubs fan right now, but it's tough to look. Oh, winning the World Series. I'm going to tick off everybody when I say this. My pick before the season, Wex, was the Phillies, and I'm sticking with them. They're looking good still. Not like the Brewers. Again, the Brewers look great. The Cubs can score runs with anybody, but I'm still going with the Phillies. I know that might tick off some people here, but I'm sorry. I'm going. My pick was Phillies at the beginning of the year, and I'm sticking with them because they're still looking good. This is Moises Ballesteros coming to the plate, spanning .316 OPS of .948. 2 homers and 9 RBIs as Bart is just now getting up out of the dugout. So hopefully we don't have to sit through this. I guess we will. It's 1 for 2 with the home run. I remember calling the puppy hole gets $50. Yeah. I just don't want to do the whole thing. You're a 5th cousin? Okay, I got you. Well, thank you for stopping on by, sir. Hey, it'd be nice if you could get your cousin there to donate to the channel. That'd be cool. Be a nice little donation. Small little loan of $1 million would be nice. Except a loan where I don't have to pay it back, so I guess it would be a loan. So Oviedo rocks and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Cubs or Phillies? And like I said, I'm pulling Phillies. I mean, the Cubs look good. A Pirates fan picking the Phillies. I'm sorry. They look good, and they were my pick. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Brewers sometimes have a disappointing late season. Well, again, the Brewers this team does look different, Emma. I'm going to be pulling for the Brewers. I'm going to be calling your guys' games in the playoffs. You guys, again, have a really, really big, subscriber count from the Brewers. So it would definitely help me. And you guys, again, have been very kind as that's found back. So, but my honest opinion, I'm picking the Phillies. But I'm very sorry, I know. Pirates fan picking the Phillies. It's not that I like the Phillies, though I actually kind of do. But, here's the 0-2, and that's going to be upstairs ball 1. I grew up on the eastern side of Pennsylvania, so I attended a lot of Reading Phillies games as a kid. So there's a little bit of that, kind of a soft spot for them. Actually, believe it or not, I know this might be a little interesting. Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be fouled back. I watched a lot of Cubs games as a kid on WGN, so I remember the Derek Lee days, the Giovanni Soto, Alfonso Soriano, Aramis Ramirez, Ryan Theriot, Milton Bradley there. Carlos Zambrano, all of them. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside ball, too. But, yeah, a little bit of a connection there with the Cubs as well. But, of course, it's Pirates. That's what I cover most on the channel. It's who I love, despite them not loving me back. Here's the 2-2. Grounder to second. Gonzalez has it. Throws to first for out number 1. And, if you want to question my Pirates fandom, that's fine. You can. I'm just saying, I don't know many other people here that are covering the Pirates games. They only cover the Paul Skeens games. So that's where my pitch is for the Pirates fans. If, that is, I cover most of the games. And I'm not here just for Skeens, as that's going to be upstairs ball 1. The Cubs do good to make up for the Bears. Yeah, the Bears look bad. The Bears look terrible. Bears are 4-2 against the Phillies this year. Yeah, that's good to know. That's going to be in there for a called strike. That stuff does matter. It's a mental thing. Cubs fan here, but I have a lot of Pirates. I love the Pirates logo. Oh, yeah, the Pirates have great logos. You're sold. You remember Ron Say. I actually have no idea who that is. Not going to lie. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be upstairs ball 2. I apologize if there's any references that go over my head. I was born in 96, so, I won't get the older references. 2-1 count to Seiya Suzuki, who's 0 for 1 and was hit by a pitch. Oviedo rocks and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul again. Seiya batting .244, OPS of .785, 27 homers, 91 RBIs. Chubet for the Cubs. That's probably the wise choice. But right now it's 4-4. Anyone's game. Again, baseball's a game of just kind of random. You never know what can happen on any given day. As Oviedo rocks and fires. Grounder to second. Gonzalez, nice play. Throws to first. Gets him by a step. Speedy Gonzalez showing the speed to get to the ball and then make a nice play. Gonzalez might have some boneheaded plays, but no, he also has some plays like that, and it's like, man, there's a lot of potential with that guy. Be nice to reach it in a Pirates uniform. As Pete Crow Armstrong comes to the plate, he's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball upstairs, ball 1. It's batting .249, OPS of .776, 29 homers and 90 RBIs. The Penguin. I guess I'm lost there. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 2. Yeah, the Cubs stay parlay with the Falcons this weekend. The Bills tomorrow night. Okay. I guess you'll find out today if it's worth it for the weekend. Nobody's questioning your fan, but we can clap back when the Phillies is your. Oh, that's fair enough. That's going to be outside, and that's called a strike. That's fair. That's fair. You don't have to like it. Everyone has the right to their opinion. I'm just saying. I just like the Phillies. I think they have the best combination in the NL. And here's the 2-1. That's going to be outside ball 3. Though run differential would have you believe, I believe, the Cubs and Brewers. They look good. They do look good. Born in 79, I'm just a little bit of a Pirates fan because they won the World Series that year. Oh, okay. There we go. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be scooped to right. And that is a foul ball. The camera work again, trying to fool me with the strikeout stuff. Did it earlier to me, and I thought he struck out. I thought he hit it, but then I'm like, wait, no, he struck out. But no, he didn't. You know how the camera will zoom in on the pitcher after the strikeout pitch? Did it there. 3-2 count. Oviedo sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 3-2 yet again. Send Skeens to the Cubs. No, we're good. We're good. The Reds scored 3. Nice. 3-2 count. Oviedo rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to left. Shallow left. Devaney makes the running catch for out number 3. Oviedo with a terrible start to this game, but tell you what, 4 scoreless since. So that's more of the Oviedo that we were, or I was expecting at least. It's 4-4 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. I don't question your Pirates fan because there's no Pirates fan. No, that is 100% true. If you follow the Pirates, you must be a fan. 100%. Ron Say was called the Penguin because, okay. Well, I did not know that. So, Doug, appreciate it. Donald, appreciate it. For the fun facts. Your World Series winners, the Mariners. Okay, hey, the Mariners, they don't look too bad. I don't know. It's been a while since I've checked the AL standings, so let me double check, folks. Folks, appreciate it again. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Mariners have won 10 in a row. Oh, my goodness. They look good. They're peaking at the right time. That is good for them. Again, the Brewers have clinched. The Cubs, with the win today, clinch or a Mets loss. Padres probably going to go. Again, that last NL spot is still up for grabs. That is what makes it very interesting. On the AL side of things, nobody has clinched. But I believe the Blue Jays will clinch very soon, I imagine. I wish they had the magic numbers here, but they don't. But again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Since there are other games happening now, I can go over the scoreboard. The scoreboard, by the way, brought to you by, and believe it or not, this is true, the Coffee Beans. Coffee Beans is a real person, and she supports the channel. So thank you, Coffee Beans, for sponsoring this segment. All right, the Reds lead the Cardinals 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th, and the Orioles lead the White Sox 1-0 in the top of the 1st. And that is it for Around Baseball. So again, thank you, Coffee Beans, and yes, that's a real person, not even kidding, for sponsoring that segment. This is the new pitcher for the Cubs, Aaron Savali. Daniel needs a Cubs win. You hope they are switching the pitcher. Aaron Savali, 3-9 with a 5.07 ERA, whip of a 1.33. Canario is at the plate, where he is 1 for 2, batting .222. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. OPS of 626, 6 homers, and 19 RBIs. How do you feel about the Steelers this year? I felt okay after week 1. Now I feel terrible about them, as that's going to be hit to center. But PCA is there to make the catch for out number 1. By the way, just to mention, I complained about her earlier, but Hannah's been talking this whole time, and she just loves to talk. And she's still going. Nick York batting .184, OPS of 442, no homers, 5 RBIs. It's 1 for 2. As Savali kicks and deals, that's going to be fouled back. Aaron Savali is the new pitcher. But yeah, Tyler, very disappointed in the Steelers' defense. They're very much an overrated defense. They have been for a while, and they're just back-to-back games looking pretty bad. Here is the 0-1 breaking ball. That is low for ball 1. But hopeful for the best. They seem to luck their way to 9-10 wins every year. So that'll probably happen again. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Enjoying the stream, hit that like and subscribe to never missing play-by-play from Dr. Lay. Thank you, Steelers fan, for your shout out there. 2-1 count to Nick York. Savali rocks and fires. That's a chopper, and that's going foul. Is Boyd out? Yes, Boyd was taken out actually in the 3rd inning. So Boyd is done. 2-2 count to Nick York. Savali kicks and deals. That is way upstairs. And the count is 3-2. Mike Tomlin gone. It would be nice, if we don't win a playoff game this year. Yes, he should be. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. I do want to add, though, if he wins a playoff game this year, I'm okay with him staying, I guess. I don't think it'd be good long term, but, I just want a playoff win. I'm just tired of this No playoff wins. Rafael Flores got his first hit of his major league career today. He's 1 for 2 in this game, in the season, and his MLB career. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Trisk, how's it going? The Pirates will not win again. They have been a Hoover type of... This guy. 0-1 count to Flores. Here's the pitch. That's a ground ball to second. Oh, what a play by the second baseman. Horner throws to first for out number 3. That was smoked to second. But Horner with a great play and a great throw to get Flores out at first. We head to the top of the 6th. It's 4-4 here in Pittsburgh. Oviedo is done probably. I don't know. Tomlin should have been gone in 2013. The argument's there. There are some playoff disappointments then as well. And, of course, 2012, 2013, they went back-to-back 8 and 8 years. Yeah, there's some argument for that as well, Trisk. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. This is what I do. I call games, folks. I call games. So, again, if you're a fan of sports, you're a fan of the Pirates, fan of the Cubs, doesn't matter. We have a bunch of fans here. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Yes, Daniel Boyd is not here. He is not pitching anymore. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Just clicking on the live stream helps out this little channel a lot. And, you know, again, just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. This morning, we passed 860. So, again, I appreciate you guys hanging out today and letting me call this game for you. New pitcher for the Pirates is going to be Yohan Ramirez. Now, he has been a very inconsistent pitcher. So the Cubs fans here waiting for some more runs. This might be your opportunity. 1-2 record, 5.90 ERA. But, actually, no, he had a... Yeah, he struggled last 2 innings. Okay, last 7 games, 5.40 ERA. So, again, pretty much the same in the last 7 games. Do it for the Cubs is Swanson, McGuire, and Shaw. Was wondering why it was so cool. Roto is a big fan of Trisk. Roto's a Trisk fan. There we go, Trisk. Will Flores get another bat? Yes, he will. Where's Tua going? I mean, it's not going to get traded or anything like that. I'm sure the Steelers will fare better than the Bears. Yeah, probably, but still. North Carolina just opened up sports betting. Okay. Let's go, Cubs. Think the Pirates are out of runs? Possibly. 4 is a lot of them. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swanson's batting .251, OPS of .727, 22 homers, 75 RBIs. It's 1 for 2 as Ramirez will come to a set. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. He did not go. Need a Nico hit and a Cubs run. Oh, this guy. Again, Swanson at the plate. Ramirez sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. As the count is 1-2 to Swanson. 9-5 archive needs Swanson to do well for fantasy. Okay. Fantasy baseball. I guess that's wrapping up there for the playoffs. 1-2 count. Ramirez delivers. That's a hit. Right back to Ramirez. Can't make the catch. Throws to first. No, and Flores can't make the scoop. It hit right back to Ramirez's glove. He was bobbling it. Then he dropped it. And then a little toss to first, and it was kind of short. Flores couldn't make the scoop. That was the, again, very good reaction, but he couldn't make the catch and then throws it to first. But the throw was a one-hopper, and Flores couldn't scoop it. So Swanson, I'm going to assume that's a hit. No, that's an error. Never mind. That's going to be sent to left as that's a foul ball. This is Reese McGuire. McGuire's batting .213, OPS of .652, 8 homers, 22 RBIs. He's 0 for 2 in this one. 0-1 count. Ramirez checks on the runner at first. Kicks and deals. That's going to be Sent to shallow center. Canario is there and makes the catch for out number 1. This is Matt Shaw at the plate. It's batting .223 OPS of .669, 11 homers and 40 RBIs. Shaw is 0 for 1 with a walk. Ramirez delivers, and that is inside for ball 1. We are 1-1, 2 weeks into the 17-game season. Our offense looks the best it has in years with a seemingly competent quarterback running the offense. Our defense has had like 5 stars, missed a substantial portion of the last game. They have room to grow. The Seahawks might going to be good, as that's going to be outside ball 2. 2 weeks in, we don't know. If we freak out this much after every loss, it's going to be a long, long year. Steelers fan, I get what you're saying, but it's been the same story for the Steelers the past 8 years. So I'm sorry. I'm tired of this, as that's going to be outside ball 3. Respectfully disagree. That's all I'll say on that. If you got to ruin your parlay, I don't know about taking him out of the league. Who's hitting right now in the Cardinals game? I can get you in a sec. 3-0 count. Need some water. And that's going to be in there for a call strike. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I choke and almost die over here. Probably still need some water. Keep you up to date. It's going to be Stewart in the Cardinals game. Three and 1 count to Matt Shaw. Ramirez sets, rocks, and fires. That's in there for a call strike. Throw to second. No, and it goes into the outfield. And the runner's taken off to third. Swanson is at third. So another error. That's 2 errors for the Pirates. One, obviously, when Ramirez couldn't make the catch, and then the throw. And then Bart sends it to center. He wanted to play catch with Canario. Describe that play to the pitcher well. Thank you. I try. Packers pretty solid. Yes, they are very solid. Who's on base right now? It's Swanson. Need a Swanson hit or a run. Well, Spencer, Swanson is just 90 feet away. So apparently that was strike 3. I do apologize. Apparently the broadcast was wrong. That's going to be low for ball 1. This is Michael Bush at the plate. So it's runners on the corners with 1 out. My apologies to all listening today. Bush is batting .259, OPS of .836, 29 homers, 80 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, that is inside. Yeah, I wanted to see what happened here. Oh, so, okay, so I thought it was strike 3 there. That's what it was, but he called it a ball. Anyway, 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That is inside ball 3. Ramirez having some trouble here. Just playing catch with the center field. What's the problem? You can't really do that during the play there, Steve. I think that's the problem. 3-0 count. Ramirez sets, kicks, and deals. That is in there for a called strike. Drink warm tea and honey. Yeah, I know. Donald, I'm not even going to lie. I understand that. I just don't like tea. I know. That's horrible. I just need to suck it up and just drink some tea and honey. 3-1 count. Ramirez sets, kicks, and deals. That's in there for a called strike. And the count is 3-2. You need Bush for a fantasy hitter. This guy, everyone needs the Cubs here. 3-2 count to Bush. Ramirez kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right. But it's right to York, who makes the catch. Swanson is going to tag up and score. Sacrifice fly works, and the Cubs have taken the lead 5-4 here in the top of the 6th. Bush ain't looking too good. Well, you got an RBI there if you needed, something there. Nico Horner coming to the plate. He's 1 for 3, batting .301, OPS of 751. That is 6 homers and 59 RBIs. Ramirez will come to a set. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. York is there. It's going to throw it in, and now there's runners at first and second. Like I said, Ramirez, hot and cold. And I said, Cubs fans, you might like what you see here, and I'm sure they do. As there's runners on first and second now with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Ian Happ. He's batting .242, OPS of 770, 23 homers, and 72 RBIs. Looks like we're going to see a pitching change. Don't even know why Ramirez was in the game. I feel like every time I see Ramirez play, most of the time, it's rough. He does very poorly. So Ramirez exits. He's responsible for the runners on first and second. And, of course, they'll step away. I will be right here. Should have taken out Oviedo. Oviedo was looking really good for 4 innings there. I would have let him honestly keep pitching until he would have allowed multiple base runners, because he was finding his form there. But no. Again, that's just where the pitch counts and all that come in, the analytics. I could not care less for all that. I thought I'd love it as a kid. I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to be loving this. How to outsmart everyone. No, it's ruined the game. Evan Sisk is the new pitcher for the Pirates, 3.86 ERA with a whip of a 1.47. His last 7 appearances for the Pirates, 4.05 ERA. So he's tasked with keeping this a 6-5 ball game. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Definitely appreciate you guys for clicking on the live stream. Really helps out this little channel. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do. I call games, folks. And again, it's a growing channel. Just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now we're at 860. So again, it's a great channel. People are subbing. You may as well too. Again, if you're a sports fan, a sports bettor, whatever. You're a fantasy baseball player, fantasy football, definitely sub. Hey, I can provide you the information if you need some information on the game. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Young doesn't like it. Young is pretty upset that the Pirates are losing. I think that's the reason. I couldn't tell you. Or maybe he's upset with my call today. Young, hey, I'm sorry if it's me. That's fair. I know I don't appeal to everybody here, so that's all good. As Happ will be at the plate again. He homered earlier in this one. Sisk leans in, sets, rocks, and fires. That is outside for ball 1. Happ is 1 for 3 on the day. Can you make a law where a guy named Bob Nutting is forced to sell the Pirates? Yeah, it would be nice to see that. 1-0 count. Sisk sets, kicks, and deals. Grounder to short. Oh, it gets past Triolo. Rounding third, heading for home. And the Cubs now lead 6-4. So Happ comes through with another RBI. And the Cubs extend their lead. No, you're just the game. Oh, I got you. Now I was joking, but no, that is true though. I mean, even today I've seen some comments like, it's all good though. But I have been ripped plenty of times here. It's all good though. Oscar Marine going to have a little chat with Sisk. This is the new batter here, Moises Ballesteros. Maybe, I don't know. They're not showing him, so maybe there's a pinch hitter here. Yep, there is. So it's not Ballesteros, who homered earlier. It's going to be Justin Turner. Yes, he still plays. Yes, no, that was not an error. That was a flat-out RBI single there. Turner's batting .213, OPS of 600, 3 homers, 16 RBIs. He ain't upset with you, Doc. I know. One of the best live streams I've come across. Thank you, Josh. I'm trying. Hopefully I can earn that subscription again. It's free. You don't have to pay a dime, folks. You don't have to pay anything. Game over. Yeah, maybe. Trello had a good opportunity there, but it was just outstretched. His glove there. Sisk sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Pitch was a little bit outside, but Sisk gets the call. Dodgers blew it. Yeah, no, they did. Took out Shohei after 5. That was pretty dumb. Apparently, that was predetermined, but just dumb. Just why would they do that? 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. And it's very quickly 0-2 to Justin Turner. Runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. The Cubs adding 2 in this inning. Sisk sets, kicks, and deals. Check to swing. Did he go? Did he go? He did not. That'll be 1-2. Your son from the... Thank you. Thank you for the sub, 9-5. Appreciate you. You're a legend, man. I appreciate you guys. Sisk sets, looks back at second, kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. York is getting there, but a runner's going to score. That is 7. Happ stays at third. It's 7-4 the Cubs. The Cubs piling it on. Oh, Johan Oviedo again allowed 4 runs in the first, then had 4 scoreless. Then they go to the bullpen. And you can see the Pirates bullpen with a masterclass performance. Unbelievable. Then it'll bring up Seiya Suzuki, who is 0 for 2. Spanning 243 OPS of 783, 27 homers, 91 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that is in there for a called strike. There's runners on the corners again, 2 outs. Let's blow this channel up. Oh, man. Appreciate you. Hopefully it's in the positive way. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be way outside for ball 1. 2 out hits. Yeah, no. We're seeing it here for the Cubs. He had a no-no. I know he had a no-no going. It was ridiculous. Don't know why the Dodgers would do that. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left. Pham is jogging on over. But Canario's actually going to take the catch for out number 3. 3 runs for the Cubs. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Cubs lead 7-4. Rick gets 300. Nice. Good stuff, Rick. Say is due for a home run. Not there. Maybe next time. To the pen again. They need to go. Yeah, no, it's brutal. It is brutal. It's brutal being a Pirates fan. But, hey, this is the life. Folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Of course, it's mostly Pirates, but I do bounce around. And, of course, I'll be covering the postseason as well. And, of course, if baseball isn't the only thing you like, I love football. I love football more than baseball. And, yeah, I'll be doing plenty of football going forward, especially once baseball season ends. It's going to be all football. Pretty much all the time until, well, February ends, football ends. Then we'll be doing a little bit of college basketball and then baseball, and then we'll be back all over again. That's how it goes. Pobres piratas. I can't read all that. I'm sorry. But, yes, I know they are very bad, Gene. They are very bad. Nunca. Yep, never. We never win. It is bad. Sorry, it's all good, SGA. Just, again, try to keep the language. I know you just said the letter F, but you were just repeating it over and over again to directly at players. Don't need to do that. Can you explain what OPS? It's a combination of slugging and on-base percentage. OBS is the system I actually used to use this. Again, appreciate you guys. Mustafa, though, hey, I'm all about the rig stuff, but we're going to have to just chill. You're going to have to chill out with all that, okay? I got you. Hey, when it comes to football, I'm probably right there with you, but when it comes to baseball, let's chill out on that, okay? Even in football, if you do that in my football chat, you're going to get out of there. As here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. This is Jack Sowinski. This is my guy right here. I really do. I'm a big fan. Hopefully he can turn it around, but it's been rough. Batting 126, OPS of 507. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Rockies are the worst team. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. 0-2 count to Jack Sowinski. Here is the pitch. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. Broncos are just bad. Yeah, I don't know. They're definitely okay. Do sound effects for when someone gets booted. I could do that. 0-2 count. Savali rocks and fires. Check the swing. Did he go? Did he go? He did not. He's not muted. He can still listen, but I muted. He's been timed out for a set amount of time. What is MLB Diamond Zone? That is JJ's great platform. That's a swing and a miss. Jack swing and a miss comes up again. 1 out for the Pirates. I can't claim that, by the way. That was Denny. He's listening in, or I think he has me on mute right now, but he came up with the term Jack swing and a miss. That's a bummer. Jared Triolo coming to the plate, batting 225, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. OPS of 671, 6 homers, 21 RBIs on the season. Triolo's 1 for 3. But yeah, Rick, that's a good idea. I like that. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to right. Is it in play? It is not, as it hits the netting. 0-2. Jack swing and a miss. I hope he can channel his 2023 form. He was really good. 0-2 count to Triolo. Again, if you're just joining us, Cubs leading 7-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Savali rocks and fires. That is way upstairs for ball 1. Sowinski may be the worst player still in the league. I don't know about that, Dylan. I'm sure there's others. Maybe. I hope so. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be inside ball 2. But yeah, he's definitely, something has changed. I mean, he had 26 homers in 2023, an OPS of 793. He was a promising young player. As here is the 2-2. That is outside for ball 3. 3-2 count to Jared Triolo. Savali rocks and fires. Triolo hits this to left center, and Happ on the run makes the catch for out number 2. 2 away for the Pirates, and that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. He's batting 273, OPS of 692, 5 homers, 26 RBIs. Mr. Brown on the mound today for the Rocks. Might actually be worse, this guy. Got to go, Doctor. See you later for the Brewers game. Have a great day. Yes, have a great day, Chris. Of course, have a great day, everyone else as well. I'll see you tonight. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. That is in there for a called strike. Again, it's a delay doubleheader today. Cubs, Pirates, and then later tonight, Angels, Brewers. Here's the 0-1, and that is a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Savali looks really good out of the pen. ERA north of 5 entering this one, but he's been pretty good since. Need to designate him for assignment. That's it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to say goodbye to Jack Sowinski. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be outside for ball 1. You know, it's just some of these players I feel like could easily go to another team and do well. But, I mean, it's not working here, so maybe that's what's best for him. Here's the 1-2. Savali rocks and fires. That is low for ball 2. But you're probably right, Dylan. You're probably right. You could probably leave out the probably, actually. You are right. The thing is, there's really not many, there's not much talent down there in AA, AAA. I mean, the only one of note is Connor Griffin. I think he would come up next year, I imagine. But, yeah, I don't know. 2-2 count to Gonzalez. 2 outs, nobody on. Savali rocks and fires. Chopper to third. Shaw has it. Throws to first. Oh, and it's a pass ball. Gonzalez going to take off to second. Bush has it and can't do anything. He's just going to have to hold it. So, hey, the Pirates will take it. They're going to say it's a single. So there is an error. I believe it's going to be on Bush. That'll bring up Tommy Pham. He's batting .248, OPS of 7.029, homers, 50 RBIs. Brewers going to win, probably. Anyone looks good against the Pirates? Yeah, that is very true, Dylan. Savali sets, kicks, and deals. Breaking ball, grounder to short. Swanson has it, tosses it to first for out number 3. Man. Well, we head to the top of the 7th. The Cubs, of course, still on top by a field goal. 7-4 over the Pirates. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. And, yeah. I don't know. I don't really know what else to say. If you're a sports fan, subscribe. If you're a baseball fan, football fan, subscribe. If you're a sports bettor, fantasy baseball, fantasy football player, subscribe. This is what I do. Of course, thank you to all the members and the donors. Of course, appreciate you guys. Magic Man, thank you again if you're still here. Thank you for your donation earlier. And, of course, Coffee Beans, if you saw that. She's on the Delay Dynasty tier. Appreciate you, Coffee Bean. She's the sponsor for the segment. Again, not really many scores, but we'll go over them anyway. Reds leading the Cardinals 4-1 in the top of the 6th. The Orioles lead the White Sox 1-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. And again, that is pretty much it. Giants and the Diamondbacks, they start in about 40 minutes. We might catch a little bit of that one. But yeah. New pitcher for the Pirates is Dari Moreta. 1-1 with a 3.38 ERA, whip of a 1.28. Fantastic. Yeah, no, he has struggled as of late. Actually had a really good stretch there, but has struggled the last few weeks. So that is the new pitcher for the Pirates. Do it for the Cubs. It's Crow Armstrong, Swanson, McGuire. And as well, feel free to comment in the chat in the comments, whatever you want to call it. And 190 votes in. Appreciate you guys. I'll go ahead and end the poll because, well, it's getting pretty late. But 73% of you guys have the Cubs. 27% have the Pirates. And again, if you're enjoying the stream, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. This is what I do. I call games, folks. This is what I do. Moreta sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. Oh, a soccer game, Steve, I'm assuming. Fired Charrington right now. Yeah, no, he needs to go. 0-1 count to PCA. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. PCA again, 1 for 3. He's batting .248, OPS of 776, 29 homers, and 90 RBIs. Oh, and 2 count to Pete Crow Armstrong. Moreta sets. Looks back at second, despite no one being there. Here's the pitch. That is way upstairs for ball 1. That is something that always just tickles me a little bit. Moreta, I guess they all have their emotion. They all do their thing. Moreta looks back at second. Again, nobody's on here. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going foul. It went final. Nice. Good stuff, Steve. Again, Steve just seems to always hit. Always gets the hits. Again, the Cubs, the story of the day. If they win today, they will officially clinch their playoff berth. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good stuff. That'll bring up Dansby Swanson. Swanson is 1 for 3 on the day. He's batting .250, OPS of 726, 22 homers and 75 RBIs. So Crow Armstrong pretty upset with himself there. Moretta sets. Rocks and fires. That is inside for ball 1. So 1-0 count to Dansby Swanson. Again, if you're just tuning in, Cubs leading 7-4 over the Pirates. Cubs went up 4-0 early. It was looking doom and gloom for the Pirates fans, including myself, as Moretta kicks and deals. That is high for ball 2. But then the Pirates kind of fought back a little bit. 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Joey Bart with a home run. And then Pirates had a bases loaded opportunity. Were able to push across 1 via a walk. As here's the 2-0. And that's going to be in there for a called strike. And then a lot of scoreless innings. And then this past inning, the Cubs with 3 runs in the top of the 6th to make it 7-4. You're back. Did you miss anything exciting? Well, the Cubs took the lead. Big runs, a lot of runs in the 6th inning. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be outside ball 3. So, yeah. We've had some action here. Happ with the home run. Ballesteros with the home run. Bart with the home run today. 3-1 count. They're going to show a flashback. What in the world? Okay, that's interesting. Jack Wilson working with Nick Gonzalez. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be high for ball 4. That was a close call, but it goes towards the Cubs. You're from Canada. Pitt fans, what are your thoughts on the Pens this year? I'm not much of I don't know if Draven's still here. Draven is more of my Penguins guy. I mean, I like the Penguins. I don't really watch hockey, though. I will be calling one hockey game, though. We'll see how bad I actually am, but that'll be much later. But, yeah, I don't think they're going to be good this year, as that's going to be upstairs ball 1. Pens will miss the playoffs. Yeah, most likely. Again, they're still rebuilding. We'll see what happens. 1-0 count to Reese McGuire. 0 for 3 on the day, batting .211, OPS of 648, 8 homers, 22 RBIs. Moretta sets and delivers. And McGuire sends this to center. It's a broken bat blooper. That's going to drop for a base hit as Canario is going to throw it to second. So the Cubs here with two runners on. A runner on first and second with 1 out. And that'll bring up Matt Shaw. So for 1 with 2 walks. He has scored a run as well. He's batting .223, OPS of 671, 11 homers, 40 RBIs. Following Newt Bar in St. Louis. Olympiacos. Oh, the soccer team, yeah. Looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss down to 1 knee. Strike 1. 0-1 count to Shaw. Again, the Cubs leading 7-4. 1 more win, and they're in officially. 0-1 count. Moretta rocks and fires. That is outside for ball 1. Again, if you like offense was really a big part of the game earlier, really in the first inning. That was pretty exciting. Cubs, of course, had a nice 6th inning, but nothing really in between as Moretta rocks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. That is strike 2. So 1-2 the count with runners on first and second with 1 out. Moretta sets and delivers. Shaw hits this to center. Canario on the run, and oh, what a catch by Canario. He's going to throw it in, and the runners have to go back. They may have doubled up, throw to first, and he's out. A double play. Canario with a great play just on the run. He was playing shallow. He just was booking it. And the Cubs thought it was landing. And Canario again, great job throwing it back quickly. The Cubs were doubled up. That's always fun to see. Runners trying to get back to their bases, panicking. Oh, what a play by Canario, keeping this a 7-4 game. We head to the bottom of the 7th. The Cubs, of course, still lead 7-4. Pence will win the Cup. Yeah, okay. Said his pass. Yeah, he is past his prime, but he's still really solid. Still a great player in the league. What a play by Alexander Canario with a double play. Anyway, folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. That was a great play. Put a star next to that play. That was an awesome play. But yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel if you're a sports fan. If you're a sports fan, folks, this is a great channel because we're growing. This is what I do. I do play-by-play. So, yeah, just 6 months ago, again, we were at 30 subs today. I woke up and we were at 860. So, again, it's a really good day to subscribe to the channel because we're a growing channel closing in on 900 and then that magical number 1,000. So, yeah, really awesome. Again, thank you guys for your support. Just clicking on the live stream is really helpful to this small channel. So, yeah, definitely do it. Twin killing double play. Punish that like button. Yeah, punish it. Press it right now. That like button, it's really easy. You know, just here again, just pretend that this piece of paper is the like button. All you got to do is just press it right there. That's all you got to do, folks. It's free. It is free to do. It's free to press the like button. It's free to subscribe to the channel. And all you're going to get, again, is more baseball, more football. And again, I'll be covering the Pirates playoffs as well. I'll be covering every Pirates playoff game for sure. All 0 of them. But yeah, I'll be covering the playoffs. Not just the Pirates. McCutchen, spanning 241, OPS of 712, 13 homers, and 56 RBIs. As we're ready to begin the bottom of the 7th. Maybe the Pirates can use that momentum there. Again, a great play by Canario to keep this 7-4 as here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. It'd be good to see Pirates get some momentum here. Here's the 1-0. That's a swing and a miss strike there for McCutchen. Desta Acumare del Tui Venezuela. Yo no comprende, Ramon. Sorry. Perdón. That's going to be a breaking ball in the dirt. 2-1. 2-1 count to McCutchen. Again, bottom of the 7th. Nobody outs, nobody on here for the Pirates. 7-4 is your score. Here's the pitch. Check his swing. Did he go? He did not. 3-1 to Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen's 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and an RBI. I honestly can't remember if I went over his stats already, but here we go. 241, OPS of 712, 13 homers, 56 RBIs. I feel like I did, so that's my bad. 3-1 count. Savali kicks and deals. That is outside, but it's called a strike. Was ready to say ball 4. He walked him. 3-2 count. Savali rocks and fires. That's going to be poked back. Just staying alive. Oh, he's from that town. Oh, okay. I gotcha. He's from Deste. Okay, I guess so. 3-2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Once again, 3-2. It ain't over till it's over, Zach. Yeah, I guess that is true. Though for the Pirates, you can usually say it is over. But the Pirates have in the past. Of course, it's happened before, folks. They've come back from situations like these. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. Three and 2 count to McCutchen. Savali kicks and deals. Breaking ball called. Strike 3. Breaking ball had a lot of break there. Fooled McCutcheon. Ramon, yo soy de Reading, Pennsylvania, pero yo vivo en Texas. Joey Bart coming to the plate. He's batting .241, OPS of .661, or 71, pardon me. That's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. 3 homers, 26 RBIs. Bart is 1 for 3 with the homer today. Subscribe. You're doing great. Find that 3D virtual app for live MLB games. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to be a foul ball. Yeah, I've seen that, but that's way behind Tano. But I appreciate you. I actually did a test. So, like right here. So, obviously, you see that right. People actually, and I've done the test, I get more viewers when I do this. I'm not even kidding. Here's the 0-2. That's way up and inside for ball 1. Almost hit Bart, but I appreciate you, Tano Inc., for subscribing. You're a legend. You are a legend. But yeah, for some reason, this gets more viewers because they can see who's at the plate, and I think they like that. But that was just a little test I've done. I've already been, again, working out the best I can do. What will get more people to stay? 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. You live next to the border today? Okay. Yeah, you'll definitely need to know Spanish down there. I used to live down in South Texas as well, about 2 hours from the border. And, well, I'm actually half Mexican, but I don't speak Spanish. I can understand it. I will struggle to read it. I know that's a little weird, as that's going to be inside it and hit him. So Bart takes the hit by pitch. And there was one guy that booed. And that'll bring up O'Neal Cruz. And this is interesting because Canario just made a great play and honestly hasn't been too bad at the plate today. But they're going to bring in O'Neal Cruz for this. It's batting .204, OPS of .691, 19 homers, 57 RBIs. Cruz in his last 7 games, an OPS of 771. So he's a little bit better, but his last month of play has been very poor. OPS just north of 500. So I don't know. I don't know if I like this. We hope for the best. Cruz looking for home run number 20 on the year. It's been stuck at 19 for a while, I feel like. As Savali sets. Rocks and fires. Grounder, and that's going foul. Oh, and 1 count to O'Neal Cruz. Again, he's pinch hitting for Canario, who just made a great play in center. Savali sets. He's still set. Kicks and deals. That is inside. And it's 1-1 to Cruz. Again, there's a runner on first with the 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. The Cubs lead 7-4 over the Pirates. Pirates trying to make some noise as Savali sets, kicks, and deals. That is outside, but it's called a strike. Cruz looking at that spot. He's shaking his head. Yeah, that's just a terrible call. Not even close. Half Mexican, you don't say. Just kidding. Yeah, you can probably tell with the complexion I am Hispanic. Cruz going to ask for time. You were in Austin for 7 years? Okay. 1-2 count. Savali sets. Rocks and fires. He pokes it to the left, and that is going foul. Yes, half Hispanic, a quarter Italian, and a quarter German. That is my genetic makeup. Really good at soccer back in my day when I was 160 pounds. Here's the 1-2. Check this swing. Did he go? Did he go? He did not. 2-2 counts. Now I'm overweight. Of course, I'm also, not in high school anymore, so. you don't really get the exercise as much unless you really commit to it. I did not commit to that. Here's the 2-2. Chopper to second. Tosses to second. There's one. Throws to first. Not in time. So we trade Bart for an out and put Cruz on. Maybe Cruz can move to second. I don't know. That'll bring up Nick York, who's 1 for 3. He's batting 179. OPS of 431. No homers, 5 RBIs. This game approaching 3 hours. 2 hours, 40 minutes. RC, how's it going? Good to see you. We got some baseball today. Cubs, Pirates. Actually, not a bad game. As Savali delivers, that's going to be hit back, and that's going foul. Sam Sulik. Who's Sam again? I don't even know who that is. Oh, and 1 count to York. Runner on first, 2 outs. Cubs, of course, leading 7-4. Savali sets, kicks, and deals. And that is low. And it's 1-1. Did you like the movie Doctor Strange? I don't. Yeah, so this might be controversial here. I'm not a Marvel guy. So I don't do Marvel. 1-1 count. Savali delivers. That's going to be low for ball 2. I did watch Infinity War. That was really good. Endgame was not as good, but people swear it's really good. It was not. And I watched the others, the Spider-Man movie with all 3 of them in it. I like that one. That was all right. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be upstairs, ball 3. I don't know. It was an okay movie, just with a lot of fan service. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm not a Marvel guy. In January, I'm Caucasian. In August, I'm Brazilian. They call you two-tone. Okay. Yeah, 3-1 counts. Savali kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. First time viewer here. I'm a Yanks fan, but I like your coverage. Needing over 14 runs. Oh, that's a lot of runs there, Tyler. I appreciate you for the kind words. I do thank you for that. Hopefully I can earn that like and subscription. It's free, of course, to all those, not just Tyler, to everybody. 3-2 count. Savali rocks and fires. That's going to be found back yet again. Again, I know I'm a Pirates fan, and I do mostly Pirates here, but, I do bounce around Major League Baseball. Only 2 weeks left, of course, and I'll be covering the postseason. So, again, maybe that's something I can maybe convince you to press the subscribe button, as this might be the last time I see you. You never know. Maybe you're like, you know what? I never want to see another Pirates game again, or Cubs game. You never know. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. Again, I'm not exactly the most subscribed to channel, so they definitely push me down on the algorithm. But if there's no one covering it, that's when it's my time to shine. And I'm assuming that's the case today. So again, thank you guys all for your support. 3-2 count. Savali rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to shallow right, and that's going to be caught for out number 3. Nothing doing there for the Pirates. We head to the top of the 8th. The Cubs lead 7-4 over the Pirates. Been kind of asking myself how much fun my first time measure success differently. Oh, no, I totally understand, RC. Hopefully you're good, man. Hopefully you're all good. I totally understand. Off cam, dude. I get it, man. We all go through stuff. Like it's been rough. I could just think, it's a sob story. Like it's been rough for me. It has, but we all go through things. So, we're all in this together. That's why I'm like, try to keep it respectful in the comments. Like sports is a unifier. It's something that we can all like. Obviously, we have our teams and all that, but like we're all sports fans. We're all going through this journey together. And I'm sure most of us aren't exactly the richest people in the world. So. Because I assure you, I'm in the lower class, but yeah, no, like we're just all hanging out. We're all here for each other. We're all here just to try to enjoy a game. So RC, hopefully you're doing well, man. Hopefully you're able to overcome that. But I totally understand. But yeah, no, appreciate it. We're grinding. We're getting close. Subscribe. Thank you, David. You're a legend, man. I appreciate it. Rick just got this game on TV, so it looks like Rick is gone. Rick won't be here anymore. Thank you, Rick, for stopping by. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out today. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you're a sports fan, sports bet, or whatever. This is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games. And, of course, it's mostly Pirates, but I do bats around from time to time. Of course, tonight, actually yesterday I did that. I went Angels-Brewers. And tonight I'll be doing the same thing, Angels-Brewers, as that should be a fun one there. And, of course, I'll be covering the postseason as well if you're just strictly a baseball fan. Of course, if you're a football fan, I also do plenty of NFL, plenty of college as well. Oh, yeah, Pre-Snap Read is tomorrow. Yeah, my morning sports show from 6 to 7 Eastern with Rising Rhino, where we debate NFL. That's on at 6 a.m. as that's a swing and a miss. Strike one. This is Michael Bush. He's batting .259, OPS of .835, 29 homers, 81 RBIs, 0 for 1 with 2 walks. You're super white. Oh, I mean, that doesn't matter. I mean, your race, to me, it doesn't matter at all. That's a swing and a miss. Strike two. I mean, like, I look Hispanic, and yet I'm told I act white. I'm white when I'm with my Hispanic friends, but then whenever I'm with my white friends, I'm the Mexican. So, like I personally, I don't care. Whatever you are, it doesn't matter to me. You know, just the person is what matters. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be upstairs, ball one. 1-2 count to Michael Bush. So you're in half and half. That is pretty cool. Japanese have a very respectful culture. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside for ball two. David's pulling for the Angels tonight. Hey, maybe I see you there. And Angels-Brewers tonight. Or maybe you're just a Cubs fan pulling against the Brewers. Haha, I just thought of that. Yeah. Big brain over here. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be chopped foul. Big brain over here. Catching things so late. Wouldn't be surprised if the Brewers win the NL. Yeah, I mean, they're really good. Brewers going to have to go through the Cubs to win the NL. Well, right now, again, the Brewers have I think it's a 5-game lead, if I recall. I'm not too sure. 2-2 count. Moretta rocks and fires. And Bush sends this to right center. Cruz is jogging on over and makes the catch on the warning track for out number 1. Nico Horner coming to the plate. He's 2 for 4 on the day, batting .303, OPS of .754, 6 homers, 59 RBIs. Dr. Larry Ryder and 1 or 2 other creators helped me get back into football. My favorite era of football was 92-12. Kind of fed out of football with you guys. Oh, I appreciate it, man. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, no, I can understand that. As here's the pitch. Almost hits Horner in the head for ball 1. To me, I mean, I love football, but I recognize football's not what it was. You know, growing up in the 2000s, I mean, to me, 2000s football was peak NFL. 08 was really the best year for me, Steelers winning, but of course that's the last year, like with the low hit on the quarterback was a thing. And then they kind of made it a little bit softer as the years have went on, as that's going to be high for ball 2. Dave, there he is. Go Cubbies. Yep, there it is. 2-0 count. Moretta sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be inside for ball 1. Again, we're in the top of the 8th, folks. The Cubs leading 7-4 over the Pirates. 1 out, nobody on. Yeah, so young, Kim. Yeah, that would be, I don't know. Here's the 3-0. That's going to be high and in for ball 4. Nico Horner. He draws the walk. Cubs looking for some insurance. Kyle Nicholas warming up in the Pirates bullpen as Ian Happ will come to the plate. He's 2 for 4 with a home run. He's batting .243, OPS of .772, 23 homers, 73 RBIs. Moretta will set. Looks back at second, kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 1. Moretta Have a little bit of trouble here. One to no count to Ian Happ. Again, a 2-run shot in the first inning. 3 RBIs, though, for the day. Moretta rocks and fires. Showing bunt, pulls back. That is outside ball 2. Bart saying, hey, you're good. Calm down. 2-0 count to Happ. 2-0. The Cubs, again, a win today, and they clinch the playoffs. They might celebrate right here in Pittsburgh. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. Of course, we could have seen this coming for the Pirates. One, with the offseason moves. The Pirates not really being aggressive in free agency. And the other is when they decided to wear the Pirates away black jerseys at home and not break out the black home uniforms. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be outside ball 3. Moretta looking for the call, doesn't get it. And as you know, again, MLB teams traditionally, usually, wore the city name, Pittsburgh, on the away, and then the Pirates on the home. Well, the Pirates have Pittsburgh on the home now, so, yeah. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. Of course, it's just their away uniform that they decided to wear at home and not break out the really good ones. It is what it is. Can't wait till playoffs baseball. Then at that point, I'll be able to watch more games more accessibly. Yes, more likely to be on television for sure. 3-2 count. Moretta kicks and deals. That is in the dirt, ball 4. So he walks Happ. That'll bring up Justin Turner, and that is going to bring out Kelly, and looks like Moretta is done. All right, pitching change here in Pittsburgh. So, Doc, you and Rhino doing your thing tomorrow? Yes, we'll be making our picks, our debates, or whatever tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. What is it? 6 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Eastern. So, yeah. Of course, again, if you miss it, you can always just click the live or you click it, after we go live. Is Horner on 1 or 2? Yeah, for some reason that scoreboard down there, it messes up. So I'm very sorry, Miller Time. But yeah, it's first and second now, with just 1 out. But yeah, Horner has 2 hits, 2 runs. Yeah, no, he's done good. So new pitcher for the Pirates. It should be Kyle Nicholas. That's who I saw warming up in the Pirates bullpen. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out the channel a lot. Again, just clicking on the live stream really helps out the channel. But, of course, again, this is it's a growing channel. So, again, just feel free to subscribe and be a part of that growth. We're growing. May as well hop on the train before it's too crowded. So, again, I try my best to respond. So, there are some regulars here, I try to pick them out especially. But, I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm a great guy. You got to get to know me. But I'll definitely remember most of these guys for as long as I do this. I mean, Steve, obviously. Steelers fan. He's been in here a lot. RC. We got to see Sean earlier. Rick is becoming more of a regular. So, again, I appreciate you guys. I really do. You must look up Samson. Okay, I'll look it up later. Jeez, this guy. Kyle Nicholas, the new pitcher, is 1-2 with a 5.35 ERA. I am curious, actually, what he looks like. I'm pretty sure I'll be offended. I'm not the most pleasant-looking guy in the world, but still. All right, Turner at the plate, batting .218, OPS of .609, 3 homers, 17 RBIs on the season. Runners on first and second with 1 out. And it looks like we're still not ready for this. Stepping up to the plate, then everyone backs away. All right, Turner stepping in. Just so okay, if you say so. Nicholas sets. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Again, the Cubs looking for some more insurance here in the top of the 8th. 0-1 count to Turner. Here's the pitch. That is a breaking ball outside for 1-1. Look him up after the game. No, I'm not going to look him up during this. No, I will not. I don't know what I'm looking at. 1-1 count. Nicholas sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is outside, and it's 2-1. Got up at 4 a.m. and got my stuff done. Here to party now. Let's go. 2-1 to Justin Turner. Nicholas sets, kicks, and deals. That's a ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Rounding third, heading for home is Horner, and it's now 8-4. The Cubs get some more insurance as they're smelling that playoff clinching spot. All right, pinch hitting here for Suzuki is Kevin Alcantara. He's 1 for 6 on the year, batting .167, OPS of .453. I'm assuming Pika is PCA, if I had to guess. As Nicholas sets, kicks, and deals. That is way outside for ball 1. Hasn't been the same since he made the 2 errors in one game. Think he got too cocky and his swing is off. Nico, Cubs MVP. Nico looks good. Turner clutch today with runners in scoring position. Yes, showed it right there. 1-0 count to Alcantara. Nicholas delivers. That's going to be low for ball 2. He's 6'6". Looks really big. 188. Tall, lanky guy. 2-0 count to Alcantara. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Celo says we're so good. We are. David loves it. Mr. Potato. Go Cubs, go. Luckily, we're not playing in Wrigley because I feel like we'd be hearing those words a lot after the game today if it were. Here's the 2-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. So 2-2 to Alcantara. Last year it was 1 for 10. At the plate, looking to at least get another hit to be a little bit better than last year. That one's called. Strike 3 on the inside corner. He struck him out. Down goes Alcantara, and that'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong. Batting .248, OPS of .774, 29 homers, 90 RBIs. Folks, I'm not going to lie. I am starving. I have not eaten breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. I know I'm a big guy, and yet I don't know, there's some problems, I guess, but I don't eat breakfast. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. So I'm looking to have a nice meal after this. Phillies' magic number for the first round bye is 4. Ooh, Phillies might be looking for that very soon. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to center. Cruz on the run makes the catch for out number 3. Nice run by Cruz. But the Cubs tack on another run. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Cubs leading 8-4 over the Pirates. Pirates are an embarrassment to the whole Pittsburgh. Well, they're not far behind the Steelers and the Penguins right now. They look pretty bad. Oh, and Pitt blowing a what was the game? 24-14 in West Virginia with 6 minutes ago. We lost the game. Unbelievable. Cubs are the best baseball. Cubs are the best baseball is better than Cubs. I guess I'm a little lost here, Mr. Potato. I'm assuming you're saying the Cubs are the best baseball team. But yeah, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So again, if you enjoy the play-by-play today, definitely subscribe here on Dr. Delay. It's a lot of baseball. It's a lot of football. That's pretty much what I do on the channel. So, yeah. And, of course, for the Steelers, I cover every Steelers game. But the other game is voted on by the subscribers of the channel. Again, you can check out my post section. Scroll down. You'll see the poll. So definitely subscribe to the channel. New pitcher for the Cubs. The Cubbies will have Drew Pomerantz on the mound. He's 2-1 with a 2.20 ERA, a whip of a 1.04. So he's been very good out of the pen this year. For the Pirates, they'll have Flores, Devaney, Flores and I don't know. Looks like they might have someone else. I'm not too sure. Sawinski and Triolo are due up. Cubs are your favorite baseball team. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, no, they look good. I can see why. Make them fly the L. Probably not going to happen, unfortunately, Tom. Would be nice to see it. Of course, we are in Pittsburgh today, so yeah, there won't be any Go Cubs Go after, but they will be thinking it. Flores is 1 for 3 on the day. He's a 1 for 3 on the season, a 1 for 3 in his career. What I'm saying is this is his MLB debut. Looking good. Batting .333, OPS of 1,000. Pomerantz sets, kicks, and deals. That is inside for ball 1. So if the Cubs win today, they will just clinch a wildcard spot. Yes, bad frequencies. They do clinch a playoff spot. Believe. I hope so, Tom. I don't know. That's a big swing and a miss. Strike 1. I'll try to, Tom. I don't know. It's looking rough. You have to get a Jolly Roger. I keep forgetting. Yeah. 1-1 count. Pomerantz rocks and fires. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh, my gosh. Miller time. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Miller time. 1-2 count to Rafael Flores. A lot of potential here. Again, we traded David Bednar for him and another guy. I'm not too sure who the other guy really is. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit, and that is just foul. Oh, my goodness. Just to the left of that left field line. Could have been 2. Just about a foot outside. Orioles beating the White Sox again. Well, it's not really a surprise there, Seth. 1-2 counts. Pomerantz rocks and fires. That is low for ball 2. Flores better than Bonds. That's a very bold statement. Very inaccurate statement as well. 2-2 count. Pomerantz kicks and deals. Chopped off his foot, and he's down. Flores is down. The big man is down. He's limping it off. You know, Neil Walker, the color commentator, said he's got to be related to Wilmer Flores. Honestly, I see a resemblance, but I'm not seeing anything on the bio here. Yeah, there's nothing. Huh, he really does look similar. Miller time laughing at it. Yeah, go Cubs, go. 2-2 count. Pomerantz rocks and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. Nobody over here is flying the Jolly Roger. It would be super cool. Yeah, it would be, actually. Honestly, just have a Jolly Roger flag, the skull and bones. Would be really cool. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Check the swing. Did he go? He did not, and the count is full. 3-2. Oh, they're saying it hit him. Oh, well, shoot. All right. And Craig Counsell's actually going to have a little chat with him. Counsell doesn't understand. He doesn't think it. They're saying he was hit by a pitch. Counsell's saying, like, that was only ball 3, and I guess they're saying that it hit him. So I don't know. That was very interesting. Pomerantz kicks and deals. It's a lefty on lefty. That's upstairs, ball 1. Sawinski batting .125, OPS of .504, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Free game of the day, Dodgers Phillies. Yeah. Yep. That is going to be in there for a called strike. Silent says sell the team. Yeah, it would be nice for him to sell the team. Bob Nutting. 1-1 count. Pomerantz rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. One and 2 counts. Pomerantz sets. Rocks and fires. That is way outside for ball 2. Pardon me. Pardon the voice. Over 3 hours now. 2 and 2 count. Pomerantz kicks and deals. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Yeah, the voice is falling apart here late. I might need some honey. Jared Triolo coming to the plate. He's batting .224, OPS of .669, 6 homers, 21 RBIs. Triolo is 1 for 4 on the day. Here is the pitch. That is low for ball 1. Jack Swing and a Miskey. Yep, there it is. Took the Dodgers there. Don't feel good about it. Freaking numbers making me sick. Yeah. I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Triolo gets his second hit of the day. There we go. Triolo. And that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, who's 2 for 3. He's batting .275, OPS of .696, 2 homers, 26 RBIs. They're going over the replay there on Flores. It wasn't a hit by pitch. It's just flat out three balls and Flores walked. Okay, so that's interesting. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. So it wasn't a hit by pitch. So that's what they're going to score it. So they can get away with this. But yeah, Flores only had 3 balls there. Interesting. If last night is anything to go by, taking the Dodgers, not a great idea. Yeah, I don't know. That was pretty dumb. As that is going to be low for ball. And of course, I'm not exactly the biggest Dodgers supporter, because I'm not by any means. I am not, but just dumb decisions resulting in that loss. 1-1 count. Pomerantz looks back at second, kicks and deals, and that's going to be hit to shallow right. Alcantara on the run, making the catch for out number 2. So Tommy Pham, okay, timeout. Okay, so I see why. So it actually was a 1-0 count prior to Flores getting to the plate. There was a pitch clock violation whenever he was warming up. That's why it was 1-0. Oh, I see. That makes more sense. Here is the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Tommy Pham at the plate is 0 for 3. He's batting .247, OPS of 709 homers, and 50 RBIs. Rick says, go away, Pirates. The tree man used that lumber well. He is. Here's the 1-0, or 0-1, pardon me. That's going to be in the dirt. And it's 1-1. I'd rather set fire to my whole bank account before I come back to a Pirates game. Yeah, I mean, we need new ownership. Ownership that'll care. 1-1 count. Pomerantz sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is way outside for ball 2. So that makes more sense. I was wondering because, yeah, ball 3 didn't really look like it hit him. But apparently it was 1-0 to start off the at-bat. So 2-1 counts to Tommy Pham. Pomerantz sets, kicks, and deals. Chopper, and that's going foul. Much love, this guy. 2-2 count to Tommy Pham. 2 outs, 2 men on. Cubs, of course, leading 8-4 here in the bottom of the 8th. Pomerantz sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. Check the swing. Did he go? He did not. And it's ball 3. Pittsburgh is a great city. PNC Park is fine. But yeah, Pirates need some new blood upstairs. I completely agree. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Grounder to short. Swanson throws to first and gets him for out number 3. Well, it was kind of looking nice, but nothing doing there. So we head to the top of the 9th, the final inning, potentially, as the Cubs lead 8-4 over the Pirates. I'd rather you transfer your bank account to me than set fire to it. Yeah, I'd feel the same way there, Steve. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This definitely, that definitely helps the channel out a lot, as it's a small channel, but it's growing. It's a growing channel. 6 months ago, again, we were at 30 subs. Now, again, I woke up today, we're at 860. So, again, thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing today. Hopefully, I can get some more, of course. And I'll be back on tonight for Angels and the Brewers. So a delayed doubleheader on the channel. Again, I try to bounce around. It's mostly Pirates, but I do bounce around from time to time, as this is tonight's game will be game number 137 for me. This is game number 136 of the year for me covering baseball. And again, I will be covering the postseason as well. So again, I know it'll be probably more accessible, as it'll be on Fox or TBS or whatever, but just in case you don't, or you're at work, again, you can put me on. I'll be covering the games, as many games as possible when it comes to the postseason. And yeah, and again, an example, let's just say like you're tuned in, your girlfriend or your wife is like, yeah, no, you got to do the dishes, you got to fold the laundry before you can watch the game. Well, I'll tell you what, you can do that and put me to the side. I can't help you with your chores or your laundry or whatever, but I can help you keep track with what's going on before you get back to your TV or whatever, let's just say you're at work and all that stuff. So, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe to the channel. As Dennis Santana's the new pitcher. He's 4-5 with a 2.25 ERA, a whip of a .89. Due up for the Cubs is Dansby Swanson. Deshaun says, let's go Cubs. Tom says, let's go Brewers. Seth says, go Cubs. Rick says, the Penguins. And the Penguins have been a mess as of late. Here's the pitch. That is outside, but it's called a strike. Swanson's 1 for 3. Batting .250, OPS of 727, 22 homers, 75 RBIs. Pomerantz getting the message on the ball 4 there. He's like, oh, my bad. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. I won't spend a dime. You can come and get it when you stop losing your mind. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to go with that. I'm sure I'm not much of a musician. Here's the 0-2. That's a chopper, and that's going foul. Keon Emanuel says, let's go Swanson. Yeah, he's had a good day. 1 for 3, reached on an error. He walked as well and has come across to score. You need one more base. Okay, well, I'm pulling for you. I mean, the Pirates ain't going to win most likely. Might as well get your bets in, as that's a swing and a miss. No bases for you. He struck him out. What the heck was that? It was my imagination. So Swanson strikes out. I'm very sorry, Keon. Unlucky. That's going to bring up Reese McGuire. It's 1 for 4. Batting .218, OPS of 657, 8 homers, 22 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Shallow left. Looks like York is going to make the catch. York, by the way, is playing third base now. Devaney's been subbed out. And that will bring up Matt Shaw, who's batting .223. OPS of 669, 11 homers, 40 RBIs. He's 0 for 2, but has 2 walks and has come across to score. Santana sets. Kicks and deals. That is upstairs, ball 1. Geez, there's this bird that's being really annoying. Hopefully you guys don't hear that. What the heck? 1-0 count to Matt Shaw. Santana sets. rocks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. Again, if you're just tuning in, Cubs leading 8-4 over the Pirates. Here in the top of the ninth, 2 outs, 1-1 is the count. And it looks like Taylor Rogers is warming up in the Cubs bullpen. He's been pretty good. Here's the 1-1. That is low for ball 2. So 2-1 count to Matt Shaw. Santana rocks and sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be poked and hit foul. Nothing. I didn't mean it to be harsh. Hopefully Keon didn't take it that way. I was just thinking the no soup for you thing. I'm sorry, Keon. I hope that didn't come across as too harsh. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs, ball 3. I was going for more of the humor part of it. So I apologize. I might have just turned away somebody. He's like, yeah, this guy's a jerk. I'm out of here. Totally don't blame him. I totally understand. 3-2 count. Santana sets, rocks and fires. That's going to be hit foul. Wow, this is horrible. Will the Pirates want to get another game? It'd be nice. It'd be very nice. You know, I can't believe I bought to the fact that, hey, this team will get to 73 wins, and there's not really nothing special about it, the fact that we don't get 90 losses. But, yeah, it's looking like that's happening. 3-2 count. Santana rocks and fires. Grounder to short. Triolo's there, throws to first for out number 3. All right, well, hey, the Pirates will have one final opportunity to push this to extras or possibly win. And, of course, the Cubs are 3 outs away from clinching the playoffs. They win and they're in, or a Mets loss. They clinch their specific. Will the Pirates win again when you call? I will do the $10 donation when you call a win. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's going to happen there, Trisk. Again, just save your money anyway, even if they do win. But, yeah, thank you for your kind words. Now, I've been there. It's what you going to do. A moment. Folks, for one final time, potentially, this is my final chance to try to win you guys over. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. I call games. And, yeah, it's been a lot of Pirates, but I do bounce around. Last night I did Angels-Brewers. Tonight as well I'm doing Angels-Brewers, so we got a delay doubleheader. And hopefully that goes well. But, again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. As for tomorrow, I actually don't know what I'm calling it. I'm kind of deciding if I do Thursday Night Football, primetime, Bills and the Dolphins, or Angels-Brewers yet again. I don't know. Tonight's performance will tell me a lot if I'm covering baseball yet again tomorrow. But again, I do football and baseball, and every Sunday, you guys, you guys are voting now, but Sundays I call a game that you guys voted for. So right now, of course, I'm covering my Steelers. Thank you, Ben. But yeah, I'll be doing another game that you guys, the subscribers of the channel, voted for. So definitely subscribe, and you guys get to vote on what I call after the Steelers games. Now I can turn my volume. Hopefully it's connected to the Pirates offense. Probably not. What game are you doing next? I'm doing Angels-Brewers tonight. Angels-Brewers tonight. That'll go live at, I think, 6:30 Central Time. 7:30 Eastern. 4:30 Pacific. Dr. Labors Grossi. Yeah, well, I don't think I'll ever outperform him, as that's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Again, this is McCutcheon batting .240, OPS of 711, 13 homers, 56 RBIs. It's 1 for 3 with the walk. Rogers delivers, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. Taylor Rogers was a Pirate for about an hour. Here's the 1-1, and that's going to be hit to center. PCA is there and will make the catch, round number 1. Taylor Rogers with a 3-2 record, 3.35 ERA, a whip of a 1.4 on the season. So 1 away for the Pirates. And that will bring up Joey Bart. It's 1 for 3 and a hit by pitch. Homer earlier in this one as well in the first inning, batting .241, OPS of .673, 3 homers, 26 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs ball one. My guess, I believe, was 71-91, and I was called crazy. Yeah. Who are the next 3 batters? Bart and Cruz, as that's going to be inside. 2-0. Yeah, Elijah not looking good. Out, and out. Yeah. Appreciate you stopping by, Elijah, as well. It's a good name. I like Elijah. It's a good name. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 2-1 count to Joey Bart. Again, the Cubs 2 outs away from clinching a playoff spot. Here's the 2-1. And Bart hits this to center. But that is caught by Crow Armstrong, and the Cubs are 1 out away from officially punching their ticket to the playoffs. And that will bring up O'Neal Cruz. It's good for you. I got the unders. Oh, okay. Well, you're going to be happy here. Unless they pinch hit for someone, then it'll be out. Yeah, no. If they sub out for out, then yeah. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. This is O'Neal Cruz. He's 0 for 1. He's batting .204, OPS of .689, 19 homers and 57 RBIs. Rogers delivers. That is outside. And it's 2-0. Let's go Cubbies chants happening in Pittsburgh. I feel like I hear a lot of chants for the opposing teams every time I cover a game in Pittsburgh. That's inside 3-0. So 3-0 count to O'Neal Cruz. Rogers sets, rocks, and fires. That is in there for a called strike. Count is 3-1 to O'Neal Cruz. Nobody on 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. The Pirates are down to their last strike. 3-2. Rogers will set. Kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled off the catcher's arm. Oh, geez. That does not look good, but he's going to fight it off. He'll deal with the pain later. He'll be celebrating here in a few moments because, again, the Cubs with the win. And they're in. Rogers sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be poked to left. Happ, the Pittsburgher, makes the catch, and the Cubs are heading to the playoffs. 8-4 is your score here in Pittsburgh. Pirates look promising for the first inning, and I'm sure they'll come up here with all that stuff, the final box score. Michael Busch pleased 2 bases. Well, unfortunately, he got 2 walks. So if he needed 2 hits, then unfortunate for you. I'm very sorry there. Wave. Again, the Pirates had 3 runs in the first. Cubs with 4 runs in the first. Pirates with 3. And then they tied it up in the second. But then it was all Cubs since. 3 runs in the 6th. 1 run in the 8th. The Pirates couldn't match. 8 runs, 10 hits for the Cubs. 1 error. The Pirates with 4 runs, 10 hits, and 3 errors. So, yeah, what a bummer. Great calls always. Thank you. GG's, yes. GG's all around. Folks, again, I appreciate you guys. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do, folks. Call games. And, of course, shout out to all the members. I really do appreciate you guys. And I guess for one final time, I can go across Major League Baseball as Coffee Beans is the scoreboard sponsor. So, again, thank you, Coffee Beans. Again, the Pirates losing 8-4. The Reds lead the Cardinals 6-2. Again, the Reds staying alive for the playoff race. The Orioles up 3-1 over the White Sox, 0-0 in Arizona as they host the Giants. And that is pretty much it for now. Timer, yeah, no, I don't know what that means, but yep. Fly the W. Nope, there will be no W flying here on this channel. We will be flying the L, though, for the Pirates. Good call, at least 3 outs I got to hear, yeah. GG, thanks, y'all. Enjoy the rest. Yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'll send you guys somewhere else if you're looking for some more sports. I can do that because there are some very big streamers out there that I know that are very supportive of this channel, so I'm just paying it back. So again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. Just do it. It won't hurt you, I promise. I promise, it's free. Okay, that's going to do it for me. You guys go ahead. I'm gonna send you guys elsewhere. But again, I'll be back tonight if you want some more baseball on this channel. But yeah, definitely like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel. I do a bunch of baseball. Pirates most of the time. But again, I do bounce around. Of course, the NFL and college football as well. You guys all have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I'll see you next time right here on Dr. Delay. Peace.